glad to hear that, everyone. Um, welcome everybody back to our bi-weekly, I think is the correct word, bi-weekly Wednesday campaign, where our party. Oh shit! I forgot to. I'm not supposed to pop this out. Actually, it makes me not the host anymore.
Bi-weekly sounds like it happens twice a week, right?
Yeah, I guess bi-monthly is the correct semi something. I don't know. Anyway, the point is we play on Wednesdays, but not everyone. Every other one. And we are back once again on the magical and mystical Sunrise Isle, where one of our party members is here to have a fun little chat with his parents, perhaps, if our party is able to successfully convince him to do so. No, we're on our way there. We're on our way there. Um, uh, Picking back up from where we left off, our party has made the tremendous decision, the one that every party should always make forever, and that is to split up. Um, I believe I may be wrong on this, but our set divisions were our upper management division and the Dexy Boys. Is that correct? Also, I can't hear Liz. I'm not sure if you said
Yeah,
something.
upper management.
Upper management.
Liz is currently hosting the YouTube event.
Yeah, that was on me. I'll be real with you. That one's my B.
Yeah, we got Dexy Boys looking for the boy, and then we got the other upper management bringing the two kids, I guess. Actually, I don't know. Did Neela come with us for her brother, or is she going to the treehouse?
She definitely probably would have come with you guys.
Sing on.
Her brother. Hello, we hear you.
It is a lot better if she goes to get her brother, because otherwise it would just be two strange adults coming to pick up her brother.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was the sky person that fell from the sky.
That is true.
Yeah, so it's not.
The sky
And while that
man.
would fly by for a child, I am sort of striving for higher goals.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Excellent. Yes. So those are our two divisions. We have the Dexy Boys and upper management. I believe the Dexy Boys are going off to the treehouse to see what's up there and potentially liaison.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the opposite way? Oh.
A-Lock and I retrieving the child, the other two going to the treehouse.
Right. You gave them directions. Yes, I remember now. Yes. Interesting. Indeed. Okay, my bad. So the Dexy Boys are going off to try and find this kid, whilst upper management is going off to the treehouse to potentially meet Suma's mom. Uh-oh. What's that gonna be like? I don't know.
Seen you where she doesn't know who you guys are, but I've chosen to ignore it. So we'll see how that goes.
At least
yeah, you guys are smooth talkers.
Yeah, we're sending Callus there. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Well, no. Like, Ruby is here. Let's not ignore how she was able to convince 3 people just to leave because they had to use the restroom.
That's actually true.
He has not let that go since it happened.
It would be very impressive
that
if
is
Ruby could do that to the parent as well.
As the bush thing for Suma, all right.
Yeah.
This is the new bush.
We have another one, folks.
Excellent. Okay, so who should we go first? I'm gonna roll for it. Okay. Treehouse friends. Upper management. You guys are following Suma's instructions pretty dutifully, I would say. Taking every twist and turn throughout the outskirts of the city, going in towards through the forest, I think, towards the specific tree that Suma, a long time ago, when he was a bit younger, decided to make a treehouse in. I assumed this, Suma. You split this treehouse with your sister, correct?
We made it together.
Okay, I assumed that. I didn't remember if you said that specifically. There
Yeah.
are 2 beds in it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um, are you guys, upper management, making any attempt at being stealth right now?
We are bringing along a cart with a child we've somewhat abducted. So I don't know how stealthy we can be, but we do try to blend in. Like, no, we're just bringing some grains over. You know how it is.
That's what I was thinking too.
True. I think that Neela would have wanted to participate in finding her brother.
The tall one, the wolf knight.
Oh, the other child. Okay, the
Yeah.
other child. The other child. Okay. I keep forgetting he's a child, even though that's his whole deal.
Oh boy.
That's his entire character. He's a very tall child. Okay, yes.
He's 13.
He's 13, indeed. Okay, so no attempt at being stealth right now, then.
Nah, not really.
Okay. There is at least, I believe, a tarp covering the tall child as you are trundling him along on the wheelbarrow. But other than that, no stealth. Cool. Just walking along. You guys hear around you as you are trundling along. They kind of spot you before you spot them, but the sound that your wheelbarrow makes, as well as the clanking of Ruby's armor, make it difficult not to spot you guys. You are kind of a bit conspicuous. Also, both of you not being elves, which primarily the people of the Sunrise Isle are.
Racial profiling?
Oh, also, who took Lula?
I think she's coming with us. I recall
Coming with
that,
the Dexter
but
Boys. Okay.
Yeah.
You are stopped. You are hailed by a group of guardsmen over in like wearing the traditional Locky armor. You are hailed by them. Stop! You have violated the law. They walk over to you guys, and mind you, it is unusual because you guys are still in the forest. You're making your way through the trees to get to the treehouse, as you would. But these guys are look like they have been sent on a patrol. But as they kind of walk up to you, it's a pair of them. One of them is like this tall, kind of lanky looking tiefling. Kind of has a special like holes in his helmet to accommodate his like black horns that curl back over the helmet and towards his neck. He has like a deep green skin and kind of a thin pencil mustache. And next to him is like you, Ruby, a dwarf, a female dwarf. She has like kind of sandy brown hair. She is her helmet is kind of like has a couple of dents in it, seemingly having been through a couple of battles herself, and toting a similar like a hefty looking warhammer. They kind of like just like idle up towards you. They don't seem to be in a rush, despite that big forest fire that just got unleashed across the island. Walk up to you. The tiefling walks up to the two of you and goes, "Hi there. You two do not look like you're from around here."
Howdy. We're somewhat from around here. We're on a merchant vessel. We were bringing some goods here, and we just had to, for some reason, everything just started to catch on fire in the forest, and we just had to get out of there. Do you have any clue what's happening in the forest? Are there some like ne'er-do-wells, like pyromaniacs out there?
All right, Gallet, your time to shine. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
I'm going to use human determination because just
This is the one you cannot fail after all that.
21.
Okay. On a 21, Um, uh, you said you were from a merchant vessel?
Yeah.
He looks at you and he says, "You're a good liar."
Why? Hold on. What?
But we've had the docks pretty well monitored for a long time now, and there's no other ship that's docked there. Listen, I believe you that you're just trying to get away from the fire, and that you're not, looking to make any trouble. That's fine. Me and my partner over here aren't gonna cause you too much trouble. But I am curious. What is your actual business here? Place doesn't get a lot of tourists.
I look to Ruby real quick, like, you got anything? No. Good.
To be
I mouse-
clear, sorry, go ahead.
Bathroom?
Uh,
To be clear, the 21 gets you that he trusts you, that you are not up to any good, but he knows for a fact that there's no other ships. It's kind of the nature of the lie, kind of
What
makes
is
that
this?
specific
okay.
thing.
What if it's a submarine? Is that like a thing?
Has not been invented yet, other than perhaps maybe some special projects from one of the universities.
Can I make some kind of check? Like, I remember there were Locky ships in there, but how many other ships in general?
So there were the big warships that were present there, and there were also like smaller like ships that are native um to the Sunrise Isle. So like their own like fishing vessels and like vessels owned by the major houses there. So like Suma's family certainly has a ship that is docked in that harbor currently, but they're kind of more in this like kind of like very ornate, like kind of golden accents, redwood, very Japanese style type ships, but kind of a size to carry multiple passengers, but nothing. But like any other ship that's from somewhere else sticks out like a sore eye, which the Lockheed warships certainly do.
Okay. I want to look like as caught as I can. Be like, oh, they got me. Oh, darn. All right. Sorry, sir. It's me and my partner here. We were on a merchant vessel before all this crap happened, and we weren't really on the. We were stowaways. We heard that there were some people here that were really rich, so we thought we might be able to work for them, make a quick buck. But then everything sort of just got held down. I apologize. You're just doing your job. You probably have a great reason to be here. Don't know why Locky is here still. I know that many children around are being investigated for something. So we've just been trying to keep our heads low because this is above our pay grade.
You see that when you say specifically many children, the I think Ruby probably, you were more eye level with this dwarf, and Gallet's kind of looking at the tiefling. Ruby, you catch the dwarf's face kind of make it's like twitch, kind of annoyed face that you've seen your mother make a couple of times. It's kind of like a very common, like, you can tell she's holding in anger when Gallet mentions the children. You want to say something or
Oh, I mean, I would probably just clock it and like maybe like stroke my beard or do some kind of like maybe do some kind of signal to her like you know, I see, I agree, I'm with you.
Yeah, you give her a little bit of a nod, and she kind of like makes eye contact with you and kind of doesn't say much, but kind of in the dwarven way is able to say a bit more with a bit less. The tiefling kind of like looks down at his partner and then looks back up at you, Gallet, and he says, "Stowaways, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely empathize with that. Pretty much a lot of the people conscripted right now in the Locky army, and they're conscripting like a motherfucker. I'll tell you that. A lot of them are people that kind of have nowhere else to go. So we wouldn't be here if we weren't also at some point or another just looking for a place to belong, a place to, make a living. So I get that. And you see he looks at his partner again, and they kind of share this like silent conversation. And he says, I'm not exactly on board with a lot of the things that have been going down recently. I'm sorry that you had to see that. It's not the Locky I grew up with. It's not the Locky I stand for. But it is the Locky that puts food on my table, so there hasn't been much else for me to do recently.
Yeah, you're a soldier. You gotta follow orders.
Yeah. Unfortunate thing about being a sellsword is you can't always choose who buys you.
Well, is that true? Can't you just refuse the contract, or is that mercenary? Is there a difference between mercenary and sellswords?
The only difference that matters is that some people can survive long enough to wait for a better looking contract, and some people can't.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know that's fair. Opportunities go away when you're poor. I can feel that. Man, but this has gotten a bit dark. I am sorry.
Hey.
Oh, but by the way, nice to meet you. I'm Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, I'm Gary.
Nice to meet you too. He holds out a hand, shakes it. You see, he says, I'm Tira.
Tira. And your silent but strong friend there?
She just kind of grunts in your direction. That's Bertha.
Always good to have a dwarf on the team. They seem to always know just the correct amount of words to get away with.
He looks at her and he says, they really do, don't they?
Oh yeah, no, it's wild how much
they have such a talent for stealth.
Yes, of course.
Bertha over here, she's a sneaky one. Yeah, definitely has. We've had these, missions take us behind enemy lines sometimes, and she's, led the charge and kind of getting behind their ranks and infiltrating and stuff like that.
Is he screwing with me, or is he like, haha, we both?
Unsure. He might be telling the truth, but Ruby, you could give insight check too. On a 17, he's screwing with her.
I know how that feels.
As silent as the night. Yep.
Yeah, that's her. And you see he goes, well, hey, that's pretty much everything we had to ask you guys. Sorry for interrupting you. It's just, it would not behoove us to kind of just let everybody who's walking by, who's looking a little suspicious, kind of do whatever they like.
Hey, Tira.
Orders. Yeah, what's up?
Any heads up on anything big gonna be coming down anytime soon? Anything like stay inside? I know the curfew and all that, but what I mean is, you guys still gonna be here? For how long?
Man, that's what I would like to know. They've kind of been a little bit wishy-washy about how long we're all supposed to be here. The way it was pitched to us when we first got the command was that, we're going to be here. We're, looking for some people, or somebody in particular. And once we find them, we'd be on our way out. But, we've been here over a month now, and wherever it is they're looking for, they still haven't found them. So honestly, we're getting kind of bored out of our minds. That's why
Yeah.
me and Bertha here were just taking a stroll.
Yeah, well,
Beautiful
please be
forest.
care- Oh yeah, well, this part is the fire and all that. Well, you guys
Minus
be
the part that's on
careful.
fire, yeah.
I'm worried about that fire thing.
You see, he looks up and he says, I'm sure it'll all work out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
It's out of
fires just
nowhere.
put themselves out. Usually.
You know, so I heard that some people actually use fire to kill fires, and if that's true, then naturally when there is a forest fire, when it does end, it ends because of the fire.
You use a fire to kill a fire? Is that how that works?
I heard someone say that. I think it was like a snooty, highfalutin type.
You
I don't
see,
think
Hold on.
that fight fire with fire means scary.
Oh, that's true. Thank you, Jessica.
I was not expecting Jessica.
Look.
Great
Hmm.
name.
You see, Tira just goes, well, oh, he's not Southern. He goes, well, we're gonna go ahead and leave you guys be wherever you need to go to. Where are you guys going, by the by?
Well, we were just gonna look for some swanky people, but do you know of any good rich families that would be needing help?
Help? I mean, most of
You
them
know,
have
to like
their
blow
own.
their nose or trim their toenails.
Oh, that kind of work. Well, listen, I'm not only supposed to talk about this, but I heard that there's been some kind of a commotion over there at the head honcho's kind of palace place. The Lies, I think they're called. A couple of some of the people over there apparently had some misgivings about Locky and what we're doing here, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle, and well, let's just say some people died. Which is,
Wow. That's,
yeah, unfortunate, but
Yeah.
Oh,
happens. So they might be down, a servant or two if you guys are looking for a job there.
oh, that sounds amazing. Well, not for them, but for us. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem, man.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep you here anymore, and we got a job to catch. Let's go,
right.
Jessica.
Me and Gary Tutenbacher gotta get going.
Yeah. Okay. Well, have a good day, you two.
So what was that? Oh, sorry. Let me catch that again. Gary Tutenbacher.
Yes.
Yes, Tutenbacher.
Tutenbacher. Oh, okay. I used to know a guy who had the same last name. That's why. It's just,
Oh,
yeah.
That might have been my brother. I don't know.
distant relative.
It might have been. And you see that they go ahead and they let you go. Having
As soon as they
successfully.
get like a good portion away, I just turn to Ruby. Tutenbacher?
Yeah, it's not as good as Jessica. So
I don't know if I'm supposed to be there. Tutenbacher is a specific long one. That's way more
it's
impressive.
beautiful. It's actually a beautiful name.
Yeah, I'm
Leia?
I am keeping Tutenbacher. I just want to let you know. From
Fun.
moving forward.
Oh, you
Gotta
better.
keep it. Alright, sorry.
Okay. So, you guys move along. We're gonna cut back now to what our Dexy boys are doing. Dexy boys, you make your way back towards the city. Towards are you guys like looking somewhere in particular? Are you just trying to make a beeline towards where you saw him last?
retrace our steps to where you saw him.
Yeah.
Um, go ahead. Are you guys making any attempt at stealth as our Dexy boys?
Alok, I had an idea. Since we're carrying Neela along, I'm confident that you can keep out of sight anywhere, anytime. I can't even see you right now. I'm not as good at that, so I was thinking I packed a spell today where I can disguise myself. Maybe just be some like locky grunt escorting someone who was out too late for the curfew. Easy enough if someone walks by.
And then I'll just stay off to the side. Yeah.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. I'll do that then. I will use disguise self to just be a regular old locky grunt. Human average.
Okay.
What
You
do say
transform
about
yourself.
being human average, huh?
Even for human, like the most boring person you've ever seen.
Yeah. Who plays a human in D&D?
Wow. Say that to Gary. Dare you.
Yeah. My name is Larry Tutenbacher, by the way.
Just serendipitously, you are also named Tutenbacher.
The
Yeah.
lore gets deeper.
The lore? It's the lore that keeps on giving, I think. Excellent. Okay. So, Suma, you go ahead and you set up that disguise. Is it disguise self or alter self?
It's disguise self.
Disguise self. Okay, great. You are very excellently disguised as a normal and perfectly the most average guy in the entire world, Larry Tutenbacher, and Alok, you are stealthing ahead.
Yeah. So the way that we're going, how realistic is it to be able to like be off to the side, hidden in the bushes, following along?
Yeah, I mean, definitely at the beginning, you're more kind of where there is more vegetation and trees kind of around. It would be it would not be difficult to kind of be hiding behind tree trunks and stuff like that. And when we get to more civilized areas, like where there's more concentrated amounts of people, it's also wouldn't be unreasonable to be able to kind of like just dodge around, in alleyways, etc., behind houses and stuff like that. So you can just go ahead and give me a stealth check. Why do I ask? Excellent. Okay.
Never know.
On a 28, you are completely unseen. Suma, you are alone. You are not making any attempt to stealth. You are just trying to pass off as a lucky soldier. Just to be sure, you said that you were trying to act as if you were, carting somebody off. Oh, as if you're coming back from doing that, like coming back from.
As if, because it's nighttime, right? So I assume there's a curfew. So like,
Yeah,
as if I
definitely.
found Neela wandering the streets and I'm taking her home, basically.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So you are carting Neela off. Kind of like.
Yeah, just sort of like letting her walk next to me, maybe like hand on my sword, like, just in case, quote unquote, but like, yeah, not manhandling her or anything.
Very, very intimidating. Everybody is super convinced. Okay. You are taking Neela along. It isn't too long before you are accosted by a kind of a gaggle of guards. There's like about 4 of them walking together. None of them look happy. They all look kind of pissed off for whatever reason. They come upon you and immediately kind of the one that they're in charge. It's this very kind of muscular, also human woman with kind of a scar running across her face. Kind of like a heavy brow with thick eyelashes and eyebrows. She's like the only one in the group that's not wearing a helmet. Just kind of like has it on her side, like tucked underneath her arm. She has this like long black hair in thick braids. She looks over at you, And she says, "Hey,
Hello. How
uh,
may I help you?
right." You see, she's just looking at. She's giving you kind of like a weird look. And she says, "What's with the kid?"
I found her wandering the streets. That is just a little too late. Nighttime walk and all that, but of course we can't have that, so just taking her home for the evening.
Got it. Got it. Okay, understood. Where's your partner?
Well, it is embarrassing to say, but right now he is currently off somewhere in the woods shitting himself after the night that we've had. A little party gone wrong, you could say.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna need a deception check from that.
Couldn't
Okay.
believe it. A dwarf walked him off to the bathroom. And he has
That's
to
what I
take
was
that.
thinking. Yeah. Okay, is there any sort of advantage because I'm disguised?
I'm gonna say, sure. I think.
Cool.
Also, let me actually make.
And also, to sort of write off that, would this be deception or could I make an argument for performance?
I'm gonna say deception, but I'm
Okay.
also going to say with advantage because Neela is doing a really good job at bolstering your performance. She hits a 23 deception check to kind of like help you sell it. So the DC on this is going to be a bit lower than okay.
I've done it. As
Okay.
best I can, anyway.
You see, she looks at you and she says, "What's your name?"
Oh, my name is Ivan. Yes.
Oh, really? You look like a Larry.
I get that a lot. I have a cousin named Larry, actually, back home.
Oh, yeah, okay. You see, she nods to herself and she says, wherever you're taking the kid, be fast about it.
Why is
Apparently,
there something I should know about? Something going on?
we think something's big's about to go down. The captain, uh,
Shit.
yeah, the captain, he
Nothing big has
said,
gone down here for a goddamn month.
ain't that the truth? But we just got news from Captain Gawain. He said he felt it. Felt a pulse strong enough that it might be the person we're looking for, which means as soon as we find them, finally get the fuck off this island and go home. Or wherever home is for you. I'm not making any assumptions.
Well, everywhere. The sea is home, you could say. But no, I mean that sounds good to me. I'm ready to get off this this island. So sure, just gonna take her home. And where should I go? Ship or palace or what do you think?
Well, point of order said to go back to the ship when you can. Just trying to get everybody locked and loaded and ready to go. I want to make sure everyone's accounted for, making sure everybody's there. When we leave here, we don't intend on coming back.
Sounds good. So you say something is going down. I mean, are we going to be fighting or like what are we going to be doing? I mean, it has not been very clear to me what our role is, you know.
Nobody really knows. I mean, I'm definitely not high up enough to know any of that shit, but I guess the sentiment that I've been picking up is don't get too attached to anybody you meet here.
Exchange concerned furrowed brow perhaps at Neela real quick, just like out of reflex, and
Her eyes are so wide right now. She's like shitting. She's shitting herself now.
I take her by the arm and sort of like try to give it sort of just like a comforting like squeeze, perhaps looking to anyone else as if I'm like grabbing her to take her wherever she's going. Well,
You see,
if that is the case,
yeah.
I suppose we should be quick about this, eh?
She nods and she says, "Can you do me a favor, really quick?"
Sure.
She says, "Can you show me your chest?"
Show
She doesn't.
her.
She doesn't do it herself.
very-
But she doesn't like. She doesn't. She makes the motion. She doesn't do it herself.
Very
per-
hairy chest.
Yeah, per your disguise, it's just hair there. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Feel like I'm supposed to have something there that I don't have, but it's fine.
You see, her expression changes a little bit, but it is tough to read. I'm gonna make one for Neela actually. See if she
I'm off to the
catches it.
side. Am I close enough to be also like listening and be paying attention?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. Go ahead. You can give me an insight check too.
Oh well. Oh. Okay.
On an 18, Alok, you are following this conversation decently well from your vantage point. And she looked disappointed.
Could I, even though I'm not sure what she's thinking, it's still weird that she asked me to do that. So could I maybe acknowledge it and just be like, I don't think you're doing this because you find me particularly attractive. What are you looking for?
You see, at that, her expression sours. She says, "Well, you don't know."
I'm on the lowest rung here. I have literally been told nothing.
You see one of the boys next to her goes, "Yeah, you know what, boss? I did feel like I didn't really recognize this guy." You see, she says, "Shush." She looks at you, and she, with one hand, kind of like unbuttons a couple buttons and like pulls down like the shirt that's under her armor as well as her leather armor. And as she pulls it down, like right here, like kind of between her collarbones, you see kind of seared into her flesh the eye of the Red Wraith, the symbol that was washing up on those dead bodies all the way back at the beginning of the campaign. The ones that were washing up on the shore of Laki. Except this time, it's not on a dead body. It is kind of like burned as a mark on this living, breathing human soldier. You see, she says, "I think that, Ivan, how attached are you to your life?
Not
What do you
very.
like about it? What do you don't like about it?"
Let's see. I mean, that's pretty easy to answer. I like the part where we get paid, and I don't like the part where everything is boring as hell. I want a little more from life. I thought this would be more of an adventure. So far, it's just walking around looking menacing.
I hear that. And a lot of people join the army, join the navy, find a guild, do all this sorts of stuff in order to, I don't know, to be part of something. If you want to be part of something bigger, if you want to be part of something that's more important than you and really make a difference, you should talk to Gawain.
You
Talk
think
to
someone like
Gawain.
me could get an ear with the big boss?
Well, there's a chain of command. You gotta pay a message to a guy, pay a message to a
That's
guy,
what
who
I
sends it
thought.
up to Gawain eventually, but
I get what you're saying, though. It's
just let him
certainly an
know.
interesting prospect.
Just let him know that you're ready to have your eyes opened. And
I don't.
All right. And you see she says, "Hope I see you around, Ivan."
Hope I see you around.
Uh,
Sort of like look at that eye. I like.
She kind of pulls it back.
Just out of curiosity, I mean, right now I'm flying solo, but do you think my partner could be in it too? I think he's on a similar wavelength as I am. Or do you have to be invited personally?
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, if you think that they are would be willing to be interested in something like that, let's just say it's a higher up position. It has its perks, but it also has its drawbacks. You certainly have to put in a lot of effort. But trust me, she kind of steps a bit closer to you, and she like looks you dead in the eye. You see, kind of in the back of her irises, deep back there somewhere, there's a little bit of red that's like spreading on the inside of her eyes. You see, she says, "I've never felt better, and I want that for you. I want that for everyone."
Thank you for the eye opener. I'll see you around.
She smiles and she winks, in a conspiratorial way, not in like a flirty way.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. It's because it's Suma. I felt like I had to clarify.
No.
For
I'm not
everybody
flirting,
else.
I was
Oh,
just
co-leader, it's
scratching
nice to meet
I'm
you.
still not convinced.
Alok is completely
Haylock
misreading-
is like, no, Suma,
Oh,
stop
she's
it!
Are you flirting again? Oh boy.
Alok's behind the house going, "Are they gonna kiss?"
No, I'm sorry.
Um,
Okay, cool. I'll make a sort of show of gathering myself up and continuing on my merry way if she'll allow me.
yeah, she goes ahead and lets you, and then she flashes a look at Neela, who smartly keeps her hands hidden. And eventually the guards pass you guys, and they keep kind of like making their rounds before presumably eventually returning to the ship. Okay, cool. After they're out of like earshot and eyesight, do you kind of relay, like, do you confer back with Alok, or are you gonna just keep the facade going?
I don't know where Alok is unless he approaches me, so I'm gonna save that conversation. Unless Alok specifically asks, I'm gonna save that conversation for later.
Okay, cool. Alok, do you ask, or do you just like kind of let that simmer?
I'm just off to the side still. I don't want to give up the stealth.
Okay, cool. You keep on hiding off to the side, and Neela and Suma both keep making their way out to try and find the brother. Cool. Alrighty. We're gonna cut back to upper management for a little bit. Upper management. You guys are still kind of going throughout the forest. It's been a little bit now of you guys traveling, and eventually you finally come upon the treehouse. It's pretty much unmistakable. It's this giant tree, like bigger than the ones around it, and you can see kind of like midway up its entire height, there is like a treehouse structure, a circular structure that has been like erected around like the trunk of it, balanced by some of the boughs, and it looks very well made, very well put together. The craftsmanship is there. You're looking out for it, and you see a ladder that's kind of coming down the trunk all the way down to the ground.
I just drop like the little thing that is used to pull the wagon, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool, and I want to go climb up it. I've never been in a treehouse before.
Excellent. Okay, So you're just gonna like there's also windows, by the way. There's like windows built in.
Oh,
to the
that-
treehouse
that-
as well.
That's way too fancy for a treehouse.
Yeah, you know.
Ruby,
Huh?
keep an eye on the boy. I want to see what's up here.
But I want to see the treehouse.
Ah, what? Okay.
Let's do
Well,
rock.
rock paper scissors.
Or what's the whatever equivalent of that? Cannons and I can't think. Sorry.
Cannons. Wait, no. Cannons, cutlasses, and command.
Scrolls or command? Okay.
All right. So command beats cannon. Cannon beats cutlass, and cutlass beats command.
I'm
Sounds
living
good.
for this, by the way.
Sounds
Alright.
good to me.
All right. So before we go forward again, what are the hand signs for this? I'm imagining like this is for cannon,
Cannon, command,
command.
cutlass. I don't know.
Okay, and cutlass. All right. Cannons.
Cannons,
Wait, no. Is
command.
it cannons, command, cutlass?
Yes.
Cannons, command, cutlass.
Cutlass.
Are we doing it on 3?
I think we have to do shit.
Okay. So cannons, command, cutlass, shoot.
Yes.
All right. So cannons,
Cannons, command,
command, cutlass,
shoot.
shoot. So command beats cannon, right? I think
I
it
don't
does.
remember any. Okay.
I got it. I'm going up. I win.
Oh. How did I lose at a game I made up?
Cheated. I don't know.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think you did.
Climb up.
Okay. Gallant. You climb up. Ruby is behind, just kind of scoping out the area.
Yeah.
Okay. The wheelbarrow is also staying below ground, yes?
We're not dragging it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
cool.
just kind of keeping an eye out and making sure we're alone and there's nothing else around.
Whoever has it, would anyone like to give me control of the playlist again?
Why would change it, buddy?
Yeah,
No need to
No
change it,
reason.
buddy.
Music, what do you mean?
This is some like this fits with a treehouse if you ask me.
I want different music for the cannon cutlass command showdown.
Yeah.
Kylan, you have the hosting now.
I
I think
don't know how to unhost.
you click on the thing at the top left where it like says that you're hosting.
Top left.
So like the event, like it's above the video. Unless you expand the video, I don't know how it works.
We definitely should have done 2 out of 3. I can't.
Yeah. I'll pause it. Did that work?
You see this thing right above where it says Gala A is hosting or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
You want me to try to
Oh,
exit
I
out?
see. I don't know.
Huh.
Do you see the thing on the left where it says open playlist?
On the left.
The white circle. I don't know what you see right now.
Let me try this.
Oh, he left. Oh, okay, I got it.
All right.
Thank you. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Gallant. You ascend the treehouse. And you can't help but notice how nice it is. You know, this ladder is so, strong, As you ascend, kind of like you're climbing up, you're facing the tree trunk, you're like, wow, what a strong and mighty tree. Certainly one fit to build a house around. They really picked a good one. immediately as you reach the point where you have to like turn around from the ladder and then kind of enter into the actual structure, you are met instantly with half a dozen guards waiting there right in front of the entrance.
I just slowly go back, or do they all see me?
They all see you.
Okay, I got
Immediately
caught.
as you look at them, you get the sense that were you were expected. You were this person knew that you were going to be here. Um, Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sick.
On a 15, Gallant. You feel your entire body seize up as a hold person spell instantly takes effect upon you. You,
Okay.
I think instantly you are able to realize that a couple things happen at once. You immediately begin falling forward as like you are kind of paralyzed and are no longer able to hold on to the ladder. You fall thump backwards into the treehouse, and you think you realize that your attempt to resist that was valiant. It was pretty strong. You figure not a lot of spellcasters would have the juice to put you under a spell like that with the resistance you were able to put up. No words are exchanged. You get the sense that a hand motion was made, and immediately you are being picked up by these soldiers. Your head kind of like facing up towards the roof. You can see where like the gap that was left over in the roof from when where the tree is allowed to snake up and continue spreading out into the sky. You are being tied up with rope.
Well,
Tightly.
that's not great. When you are paralyzed, can you just do nothing?
You can make a wisdom saving throw in a second for effect. Um, but as you are kind of like hoisted forward, you come face to face with a face that you have not seen in a very long time. The face of Gawain, the man that you had first met at the guild hall all the way back in Adaport in Laki, the man who first gave you acceptance into the shield and kickstarted this entire adventure to begin with, who sort of matched you together in a way with the people who you now think of as your family, with Suma and Ruby and Alok. The man who first put you on the job that introduced you to Aramis and to the Reaper. He looks different than how you recognize him. He seemed before to just be kind of like a kind of affable, if irresponsible, old man. Still well built, but certainly showing signs of age. But certainly has like kind of the scars and the wrinkles that portend a life that has been well lived. But now his expression is kind of alien and unfamiliar, though you're not really sure how much you knew it to begin with. He did trick you all, if you do recall, by transfiguring himself into kind of an old man stowaway to kind of investigate what was going on with these bodies washing up in Laki. His hair is kind of like stood up on end as if raised by a constant force of static electricity. His eyes are a deep shade of red, and his kind of his mouth is kind of like twisted into a permanent scowl. He looks at you. He says, "Well, well, well. It has been a while. Galatabate, correct?"
I'm paralyzed.
Oh, silly me. I must have forgotten. We got back down to Ruby. Ruby, you're down there. What do you do? Gallant is having fun exploring this treehouse by himself.
I don't know that he just got paralyzed, like taken.
Nope.
I mean, I'm probably still just chill down there, like, you know, and
Cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I would expect Gal to immediately say stuff like, "Oh my god, 3 bathrooms," or
Check this
something.
out!
Yeah, something. So it is a little bit.
Dude, I
he's
left a
being-
stuffed animal up here.
He's being a little bit quiet. So if it's depending on how long it is, I might yell up to him at some point. Maybe like message him at some point.
Okay. Gallant, go ahead and give me another wisdom save.
No, let's do this. Let's do this. High rolls,
Try
high
that one.
rolls.
On a 9, you remain paralyzed, and Gawain gets to monologue at you a little
No.
bit. He looks at you, and he says, "When we heard word that your elf friend was contacting his family, we figured that we'd probably find the rest of you along with him, which is very fortunate, actually. Very fortunate indeed." You see, he kind of like steps a bit closer, reaches down, and like examines your hand. And you see your hand wearing the ring. The ring is kind of exposed a little bit, like kind of not like your arms are bound, but your hands are still poking through the ropes where he can see the ring. He kind of like bends over at a natural angle. Like you wouldn't expect an old man to kind of bend directly 90 degrees to look at it, but he kind of like twists like that. He looks at your ring and he says, "Remarkable. After all this time. And to think the first time I saw that ring on your finger, I had no idea what it meant." He looks back up at you and he says, "We'll be taking you now. Don't worry, you'll see your friends again soon." And he grabs you, and Ruby, you feel something in the air.
Crap. I have the earring, right?
You do.
Who has the other side? I think it's I think it might be Suma.
Probably soon.
I think it's me. Yeah.
Suma!
What's wrong?
I'm being monologued by Gwaine at the treehouse. You have the sending stone. Tell Ruby to either explode the thing to let me have a chance of getting out, or get out of there immediately. Now.
Do I have the sending stone?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay.
I don't have it specifically.
Okay, got it. Got it. I'll whip out the sending stone and, without bothering to explain to the other two, at first, I will urgently whisper into it, "Ruby, Gallant is in trouble. You have to," he said, "either cause a massive explosion or get out now before Gawain finds you. He's up there."
Okay. Okay. Explosion. I always pick explosion. I feel like that'd be fun.
I heard trees are great lightning rods.
Oh, I was just gonna use like a shatter stone, but I mean, I could call lightning.
What's one more forest fire?
What's more forest fire? Sure, it's a really cool treehouse, but I mean, what do you guys want? A treehouse or me?
A treehouse.
That's
Easy pick.
it has
Yeah.
glass in it. I don't know.
That's
That's a
pretty
hard
cool.
choice, actually.
Okay. I mean, since it is Gawain, and yeah, I guess I'll just call lightning. But if I have a second, maybe I will untie. Should I untie Wolf Boy?
Wolf Boy is out.
Or
So
should I move? Should I move him, or should I just leave him?
Let
in
him
the cart?
loose.
You could heal him.
I mean, that's up to you. I got no clue.
Damn it! I don't like making these decisions.
Boundaries.
Everyone can see, right? Everyone can see.
Yeah.
Wait, well, Suma's still there, right? Can I ask Suma?
Well, I'm not with you guys.
Right, but like you still have the sending stone, right?
Yeah. Can we? Is it a once a day thing, or can we use it multiple times? I don't remember.
Was it multiple
We've
times?
used it
Also,
multiple times.
I will say you guys do not have this much time to think about what you're
Yeah.
going to do.
Okay, fine. I will just
I will allow for like Gallup probably thought that to Suma instantly when he got paralyzed to begin with. But we are now at the moment where this is about to happen.
Okay, I will just make sure the wagon is not next to the tree, and I will call.
We'll call
Let's
lightning.
go.
Okay. Where are you aiming it? Because you don't exactly know where Gallup is. Or where this is happening.
The back of the tree, just knowing that he was coming from the front, and like I would just hope that he's not close to the back at this point.
I'm okay with being hit by it. I have all HP.
I'm trying not to kill you, moment. So yeah, I would just aim for the back, maybe further from where he was climbing originally.
Okay. You call lightning. Storm clouds form over this part of the forest. Lightning cracks the back of a tree. Immediately, leaves begin to catch fire. You see Gawain pauses at that, looks up at the fire slowly beginning to spread. He looks over at his soldiers, just gives them a nod, and says, "He's not alone. Find the other." And Ruby, you watch as glass begins to shatter as soldiers jump out through the windows, breaking them, in a rain of glass shards and twigs dropping out from these windows, tumbling through branches and eventually landing on the ground. They certainly sustain damage from that, but they just the snapping of bones creak back upright, facing you. Gawain looks at you, Gallet. Give me one more wisdom saving throw.
We got this. We got this.
On a 22, right as Gawain Ruby's action has bought you just enough time to make one last save. You are no longer paralyzed. You are still bound. What do you do?
Okay, am I near the hatch?
Yeah, you're close by to the hatch.
I use my movement to roll down the hatch to start to fall, and while I'm falling, I just scream to Ruby, "You did it! Now get out!" And I'll cast Dimension Door.
Okay. This was the wisest choice you could have made in this moment, because any attempt to Dimension Door from where you were standing would have gotten instantly counterspelled. But because you tumbled out of line of sight first, Gawain is not able to counterspell your Dimension Door. You are out of sight, covered. You fucking, by the way, just slam through branches. You're like, boom, boom. This is not an elegant descent. This is a painful one. But the moment you hit the ground, and you're certainly gonna take some damage. It's not gonna be enough to knock you out. But this is a pretty big tree. Let's do plus the branches. Let's add another d6. You take only 9 damage from boom, 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 slamming into branches on your way down, and eventually thudding flat onto the ground. You yell up at Ruby, still bound, and you dimension door 500 feet away. You are out of there. Is there any particular direction? Would you kind of dimension door back the way you came? Because probably that's the only place you can visualize at this moment.
Yeah, a little bit more into the trees.
Into the trees. Yeah, you poof out that way. Okay. At this point in time, I think that Ruby is gonna have to roll initiative.
Oh, crud. Sorry, Ruby.
Let me pull up that turn order. Oh, some of these guys rolled pretty high.
See what happens.
Does this map use like dark or division stuff? The dynamic lighting?
Can you not see anything?
No, I'm just wondering. There's a
It doesn't.
okay. We don't need our tokens in there.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Ruby, you are about to be set upon by several knights. One of them is able to get the drop on you and immediately goes over. This guy's also gonna come over as well. You see, as they draw their blades, they are dripping with a strange red mist. Like they immediately, as they draw the sword out from the scabbard, these massive great swords, they glow a little bit with a red mist. You are about to take 2 hits here, but you do have very high AC. An 18 hits you or no? Hits you?
Does not.
Does not hit you. Okay. And a 13 certainly misses as well. All right. Next guy has the ability to gain flanking, so he's going to come over behind you, and he's going to make his attacks with advantage. Just toggle that. 1 second. A 20.
That is my AC.
Okay. This is going to deal 12 damage to you. As the greatsword cuts through your armor, the mist spreads out and kind of like enters in through your nose in a bit, and you feel your brain like rattle inside of its skull. He's gonna have another attack and crits on that one.
Bang.
But luckily, it's a pretty low roll crit. 13, 17, 18 damage to you on the critical attack. I think he the initial hit kind of like knocks your blocking hand out of the way, and the crit comes down, hits you square like in the shoulder, and like leaves a deep gash. The mist kind of suffusing itself into your veins and then radiating a psychic pain throughout your body. It is now your turn.
Could I do a little Wrath of Storm thingy?
Yeah, you can. That's gonna be a dex save.
Let's see.
Yep, that's a dex save. Okay, he fails it. And he takes 8 damage and is immediately pushed away from you by 10 feet. So you do have a little bit of space there, and that happened before your turn started. So you do have everything available to you right now.
I'm going to walk over to the wagon, and then I'm going to understep.
You're gonna grab Tall Boy and then thunder step out. Okay, cool, excellent. You grab Tall Boy, you grab the Wolf Knight, and you a thunderous roar rips through the forest as you teleport out. You start running with this guy in tow. You are separated from Gallet, however. And I believe the two of you do not have any means to communicate.
Hey, Suma, can you communicate with Ruby? Is she okay?
Other than that.
Yes, I will. How are you? What is happening?
She got me out, but I teleported out and she wasn't out then yet. Check. I don't know if I have to go back in.
I guess since the earring and the sending stone are both free for me, I guess, can I operator betwin the two of them to let them know what direction
yeah, but
south,
do you loop
you know?
loop Alok into this, or is Alok
not in the immediate fray. I think as it all starts happening in the first first couple of rounds or whatever, while I'm figuring it out, I'm just standing there yelling to myself. And you probably catch that it sounds like they're in trouble, but
I think can't you do the earring thing in your head?
That's in my head, but I figure I have to talk to use a sending stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So
Okay, right, yeah.
So I'm just like, Ruby, are you okay? Gala is going south. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, it's just, like, sitting there,
that
like,
kind of thing.
This is weird.
Yeah. So until, I guess, am I able to help reunite the two of them?
Yes, you are able to act as a go-between for them as they talk through you, and you are able to help them communicate there.
Gallet, let me know if there's anything else urgent. Otherwise, I'm gonna fill Alok in on what's going on, and let me know if you
Wayne
have
is here?
thought about what we
He
should do.
looks dead and crazy. They knew we were coming. I think your mom may have sold us out.
Should we meet you somewhere?
Yeah, we should stay as a group from now on, splitting the party. That's
I
sort of a
always say
dumb
that, but-
idea.
Okay. We're getting close to the boy. I think maybe reunite near where we landed this morning.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will look around and be like, Alok, where are you?
Oh, over here. Hello. What's going on exactly?
Okay.
Something's not good.
Team huddle for a sec. And as we sort of keep walking, I'm going to tell the two of them what is going on. Gawain was at the treehouse. My mom was not there. I don't know who told him that we were there, if it was her or if they... I don't know anything, but we're gonna meet up with Gallet and Ruby where we met this morning.
Do they have some weird way to intercept mental messages or something?
That's what I'm thinking. It's also not out of the realm of possibility that they got to my mother, or that she... I don't know. I don't know.
Also saying that splitting the party didn't work, and that is not a good idea?
In this particular instance, it didn't work, but it has worked in the past.
It's... I can't
So-
wrap my head around the idea.
My judgment remains to be seen on that front, but in this instance, it sucked ass.
It'll be fine next time, I'm sure. Do we keep looking for the boy then, or do we try to find them, or what's...
Yes, I mean, I think we're getting close, right? And I still don't like
Well-
the idea of him being out here by himself.
Close to where he may be, but we don't know for sure. So...
I think we should still look for him. It rubs me the wrong way to leave him out here.
Okay.
So, keep looking.
Excellent. You guys go and you keep looking for the boy. I think Gallet, you are able to dimension door out of your bindings, yes?
I hope, but I got no clue. I don't know if bindings count as clothing.
I think so. I think we've ruled that before. I want to say we've ruled on like something similar like that before. So Gallet, you are free to roam, are able to make your escape away from that place, running full speed. You are in contact with Ruby. You know you have an idea of what's going on, and you know to meet up where you guys are going to meet up. Excellent, Ruby. You as well.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I would like to use an action to resummon Feels. Like, she's been pocketed away. So I
Okay.
just use an action and I'll send her up. And I want her to follow them from a high up, invisible, safe distance. See where they're going.
Okay. Cool. So you want her to stick around and see what happens after this?
Yeah.
Okay. I cannot promise you that she will not die horribly as a result.
Oh yeah, no, that's why. Just stay a long way away and just hope that
I'm just
that-
letting you know now.
1,000 feet away in the sky, that should be fine.
Yeah, you send her up 1,000 feet away. Feels goes up and she relates to you this. Hey, that guy that did that to you, he's looking really, really mad.
I mean, I'd imagine so. Yeah, we got away scot-free. Or is it anything specific?
He's kind of floating in the air.
Oh no, that's not good. Is he
which-
looking in our general direction?
Oh my god.
not directly at you, but kind of, you know. Yeah, he's kind of looking.
Well, keep me posted.
Okay. And Feels is gonna go ahead and try to keep an eye on Gawain's movements for now. You go ahead and you keep trying to make a break for it.
I let Suma also know that information, if it helps.
Okay. Great.
Indeed.
Here we've lost all sense of stealth in this mission.
You know,
Pretty
one
weird.
person made
It's
a
really
stealth
hard.
roll and
It's
nobody
really
else
hard to
did.
be stealthy when the people at the bank you're trying to heist are waiting in the vault for you.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, it definitely
That wasn't really
was.
on us.
We lost it a while ago when we messaged. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not anybody's fault.
but
It
hey,
was
that
just
means
sort
that we
of
just get fucking going at it now.
Yeah.
Let's just fight Gwen right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
If
I
you
do
think
wonder-
about it, now it's all easier because it gives us all tons of options. We can blow up things. We
When
can
I
still
go-
sneak if we want to.
I
That
did not
was
use all
alright.
those dice because I did not think we were going to do combat again so soon.
Imagine that. Although I will say I had more of a combat plan there, but you guys just kind of made the right calls in order to kind of avoid anything too crazy happening.
The management team is strong, but we are more of micromanagers. We let the others do the majority of the work.
I know. We're the people who do the damage.
Yeah, it's the fact that Gallet and Ruby did not go together. Is what I was expecting to happen, that you guys would both go up there.
Cannons, cutlasses, and
This-
command.
The second they
We
brought
made
up
a-
the
we
rock
made a
paper
game.
scissors, what were you thinking? You're like, oh,
I was
You're like
thinking-
Gawain thing. You're like,
course.
what did I do wrong? Where did it go wrong? Oh, well, that's
No-
not even fair.
there's no predicting that one.
There's really I don't know how I was supposed to predict that one. Yeah, I don't know if I could have. I don't know if it was an option. It simply was lost at the beginning.
See, the way you make us splitting up safe is if we split up amongst ourselves afterwards as well.
So that was the problem. Splitting the party the
Yeah.
first time was fine. The second time,
That's how you get real safe.
Yeah. Awesome.
We should always do that. I
Yeah,
think this was
or
success.
persons, just like go away from each other. See
let's
what
just
happens.
do. Even if there's only 2 things to do, we still split up into 4 parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
to see.
They're just different angles on the same activity, you know.
Yeah.
We just want the multiple.
It's like a
perspectives,
race. Who
man.
can do it first?
Yep. Excellent.
That actually sounds like a great idea. We should really try that
We
sometime.
did.
Next
that
time we can do
once.
it. Well, we did that, but with the 2 parties. Now we can
Yeah,
do
it was the 2 people. It needs to be us all against each other.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. So,
Oh boy.
you guys are able to get away, but Ruby, as you flee, you sense. I almost said disturbance in the force. You do sense something in the air that is extremely foreboding to you. It is a corruption in kind of the latent static electricity that you can kind of have at this point with your, expertise in your faith, are able to identify as not good. It is a corruption of how things should be. It is the presence of the Red Wraith. You watch as the Call Lightning spell, which you never actually stopped concentrating on unless you specifically decided to do that. The storm clouds that you had summoned get intermixed with these red clouds that kind of tear through it. And you watch you just take a singular look back to see what's happening, and you see a single glowing point of light rising up from that tree, which you can only surmise at this point, as well as the Suma telling you what Gallet said of Gawain being pissed off. Can you assume that that's Gawain? He's rising up into the sky, and violent arcs of red lightning are shooting off of him. Do you do anything about this, or do you just keep running?
Really doesn't feel like anything we can just stop, right?
I might try to move, because I can still move the lightning, right? And maybe try to get
Just
it
shock him.
closer. Yeah, to get it closer to him.
You could certainly try. Okay. You are going to try and move the lightning to be closer to him. To try and strike him with it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to wreak havoc, the house, if possible. That'd be bonus points.
Okay.
Yeah.
You attempt to do that. You attempt to reach out and kind of direct some of your lightning spell to strike at him with it. He is an easy target, being a giant point of light radiating energy kind of off in the distance. As you do so, however, when the bolt strikes him, it does literally, it seems, nothing. He seems completely unbothered by being struck by lightning at all.
It doesn't bolster him, though, right? That's what...
It doesn't seem that way to you at this moment, but he just doesn't seem slowed down, is what I would say about that. He doesn't seem slowed down very much. But he doesn't seem you've healed me, it's something like that.
Power. Yeah, okay.
I'm so
Unlimited. Can I long shot, but just turn to my ring? Hey, Calypso, this seems like something that might sort of be in your territory. Got any clue what that is?
You hear. Let me make sure my. 1 second.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Calypso never talks to me, anyways.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. As you say that, oh, I'm hearing myself. Why?
We don't.
It's
I
part
don't
of
hear
voice
anything.
mod.
We do hear
Oh.
you a lot, so if you think about it, you're sort of getting our experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reach out to Calypso, and she says, "He is here. The Wraith. He is speaking through his servant."
Oh, that's not good, right?
No, it is not. If I were you, I would run. Not my usual counsel.
Yeah. No, that's the one thing. Like, I almost paused while running. I processed that, and I'm like, oh god, we need to get out of Dodge. Calypso said run! Everyone! Suma! Ruby, we gotta get out!
Gawain rises.
Question.
Yeah.
Just feel like I remember something, and I could be wrong, about someone on the ship having a sending stone on the Reaper. Did we leave one with somebody, or did we?
I think
I thought
Simon
we had
Simon
two
used to
set.
have one.
Oh, did he give us his?
Oh, you might be thinking of the sending stone that actually belonged to Rastik, which he used to communicate with Draga.
Mm-hmm.
There was a
Yeah.
time also when you left the sending stone with Simon when you guys were doing the trial.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember if
I
anyone
thought
on the
we
ship
had
had one,
it.
or if that's the one that we had, then that's fine. I just couldn't
I
remember.
think that is the case.
Okay. Then never mind.
Okay.
Continue on.
You guys watch Gawain.
Also, I called Feels back. I'm now getting like a real bad vibe. Like, just come back.
Okay. Wise. He lifts up into the air, writhing, clearly in pain from this process, from this possession that is taking place. He screams an unearthly scream that you hear from everywhere. Suma, even from where you and Alok are, you guys are like on basically on the other side. You're in town, away from the forest. You can see this light rising up into the air, and immediately, Alok and Suma, you guys feel eyes on you, like you are being perceived.
Yeesh.
This probably isn't good.
I'm going to need
No, it is not.
Just do we run?
Suma, Alok, all of you to give me a dexterity. Actually, no. What would it be? Yes, actually, a strength saving throw.
Favorite.
Gawain was so ready for this.
12's not bad.
I don't even have bless anymore, so it's a 3.
I mean, the chances of any of us even saving are
You got this, man. You've been drinking all that milk.
Mhm.
our only
This is
chance.
poetic.
Wow.
You guys are
It's a big
scattered
bag.
about in different parts. Different parts of the map, different parts of the forest, different parts of the city. Alok and Suma, you were kind of clustered together. You were, conversing. You were, right? You feel an extremely powerful wind kick up around you, like you are inside the eye of a tornado, and you are being yanked up into the sky. You are being carried up from where you are, buffeted on this wind that you are not able to resist. Gallet and Ruby as well, in your separate corners of the forest, are whipped up and are being dragged towards Gawain. Dragged up and up,
Including
and up,
Alok and I.
including you and Alok.
Can I do something right now?
You may do
like as
something
in being
right now.
carried.
Yes.
Can I cast sending to the wind elf that has been talking to us and be like, hey, wind boy, this seems like your domain and someone's seriously trespassing on it. If you want our help, we need yours right now.
Very well. We will see what we can do. All members of the Gale, battle stations. You immediately, as you guys are being carted up, you feel an opposite pull, like working against Gawain, being kind of pushed back, and it is a violent tug of war. You guys are being kind of like yanked back in different directions. You hear the elf in your ear. Who is this? Who are you up
Be
against?
the leader of our merry troop, Blaine,
That
head of the Lucky
can't-
Navy at the moment.
That can't be possible. Our
Empowered by the Red Wraith, I should say.
our entire ship is pulling against his wind, and yet he's nearly overpowering us. Not even King Nazaire. And you see that he kind of just stops talking because he needs to focus. Suma and Alok, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Would you say that wind would give me advantage right now?
Sure. On an 18, Suma, something happens. You all have been yanked up high in the sky. You are 50 feet up at this point. But Suma, you are not so far that you can't see the look on Neela's face as she looks up to you. You look down at her, and you are able to use the wind to kind of cut a hole in like the whirling tornado around you to get a clearer look at what's happening. And you see that her face is like strained. Her hands are outstretched. She's trying to do something, but nothing's happening. You see the veins in her arms, in her hands are glowing as she's raising up her hands to the sky. And then she turns back as if she's hearing something. And she spreads her arms out like this. And then redirects them like that. And a pulse of energy rockets out from her. And you, as it impacts you, immediately the wind is interrupted. In a way where if you're on the other side of a tug of war and all of a sudden the other person lets go, you can now quickly yank them back. You are whipped back down towards the ground by the wind. You're gonna take some damage here. In that way where they were pulling you back really fast to counteract this force, and suddenly there's no force anymore, and you're like ripped back down to the ground. But Suma, as this pulse of energy from Neela washes over you, you feel something. It doesn't feel like Neela, that energy. It feels like your daughter.
Be a warlock patron right now.
Everybody, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Are we? Is it because we're falling?
It's because you're falling.
Am I close enough to Ruby where I can cast the Featherfall?
I would say no. You guys kind of went off in different directions.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna cast it on myself. I don't want to get hurt.
Okay. Everybody's gonna take. Would really be more damage because you're not just falling; you're being whipped into the ground. 19 damage. Ooh. I was wondering if I was gonna knock out Ruby on accident there. Each of you who do not make, let's see. Ilok's fine, Suma's fine. And Gala does not take any damage from Featherfall. I guess so just Ruby, boom, you hit the ground really fucking hard and take 19 points of damage.
Is I supposed to take half damage?
The rest of you take half damage, yes.
Okay.
The wind completely knocked out of your lungs. You note that when you were sucked up, the wolf boy was not taken with you. In the same way that when Suma and Alok were sucked up, Neela wasn't taken. It was like targeted on your person specifically. And you guys are able to keep on moving.
Hi,
Suma-
question.
What's going?
yes.
Yeah.
Did the bell ring when I fell on the ground?
I'm gonna say you need to actively ring it.
Okay.
It's not like a wind chime, but good
That's fine.
question.
Mhm.
Yes, Gallet.
So what's Gwen up to now? Does he look madder? Or does he look like he found what he's looking for?
You look up at Gawain, and you see that the light around him has faded considerably, and he is sinking back down slowly, hovering down towards the treehouse again.
Alright, Fields, you're back on it. Go chase him.
Dude, should we kill him? He's vulnerable.
I don't think we're in that position right now. I'm gonna be honest. Me and you, Ruby. I don't know. How many spells you got left?
I have a decent number of spells left. I mean,
Oh,
I
really?
don't have many hit points left, but you know,
Who needs those?
I have a decent number of spells left.
You know, for the others, I think we need to manage them. I think that's our job.
Oh, so no killing Gawain.
Not yet. Not yet. Let's let him stew on it. Let him know we're coming.
Okay.
Also, because I'm still absolutely terrified.
Is my call lightning still there?
Go ahead and give me a concentration save.
Let's go, Ruby!
I just want to get one hit in.
Just like an afterthought.
Okay. You maintain your hold on your Call Lightning spell. You can do another one if you like.
I just want to go again without the red possession and stuff. So
Okay. You strike him again, and he looks like he feels this way. That jerks him a little bit as he continues to lower himself down on these invisible strings down towards the treehouse. You got a hit in. He's gonna feel that one when he wakes up from this position.
Yes, Alok in the
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, I just didn't want to cut him just in case. Mr. DM, so I recently
Yes.
found out that Rogue, the evasion skill, works on all dexterity saving throws, not just area reflex, which I never knew. But
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it would work on this one because we're falling, so I'll leave it to you.
You land on your non-existent shoulder.
I mean,
I'm
yes,
totally fine either way.
the name of the skill is evasion, and technically you cannot evade the ground,
Right.
but in spirit, it is more that you are very dexterous and are able to land on your feet, I think. I think the spirit of it is to let you do stuff like this. At least land much more gracefully than others might. Let's compromise and do quarter damage. How about that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. I respect the hustle. I guess the anti-hustle.
The anti-hustle.
the reverse
I
hustle.
am
though.
not that good, Chino. I should take some damage.
I mean, I'm
Well,
falling, you know. but-
Featherfall does do the trick there. Excellent. Okay. We're gonna cut back now to Suma and Alok. Suma and Alok. You guys land roughly, well, not too roughly. Alok, you kind of land on your feet, you feel a bit of pain shoot up your legs, even though you land kind of very gracefully, balancing on your knees. Suma, you all as well are able to minimize the damage that you take. But as you guys land, you see that Mila is looking up at you guys, and her face is like blank. Like there's like no expression on it. Her mouth is kind of hanging open a little bit. There's smoke rising out of her hands. What
Can
do you
I
guys
go
do?
up to her and I like sort of snap my hand like right in front of her face? Mila, you in there?
She looks at you. Father? And then almost like falls back a little bit. Then her face kind of goes back to normal. What happened? Ah! And then looks over
Mila,
at hands.
that you?
What happened?
Uh, big wind. Yeah. We have to get hustling. There is a very terrifying man out to get us. I would like to expedite our retreat as soon as possible.
Right. Yes. Okay. Sure.
Are you? I just sort of like look, gesture to her hands, but I don't touch it. Did that hurt?
Yes, but I don't remember why or how. You see, she looks around suddenly, kind of whipping her head back and forth, and goes, "Where did the girl go?"
You remember
Either of you see where she
before
went?
when we were at your house, I mentioned that the person that they were looking for was someone very close to me. I think that was her, but she's not actually here. I think you just saw her in your mind.
I see. I see. You see, she looks at you with kind of a face of like pain and pity. And she says, "She seemed very sweet. And
She is.
monstrously powerful."
I'm just now starting to realize that myself. I would love to talk more, but we really should be going and get to the others as soon as we can.
Right. Okay. And she says, "But what about my brother? Are we still able to look for him?"
I know this doesn't make any sense, but Alok, I still really want to find him. You can go ahead if you want to meet the others, but
I think it makes sense. I'll stay with you. Probably shouldn't split up anymore.
True, if we've learned anything today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good. The canal that you mentioned seeing him in, it's right up ahead. It couldn't be far off. He's still there. We should see him soon. And you see there is a little bit of worry in her eyes. And as you guys approach, you guys take a look around you as you like kind of make your way. You guys are kind of moving a bit quicker now through the streets, and you see that where before there were these guards kind of posted outside a lot of these homes, there aren't so many anymore. But it only kind of just seems that way. Because on closer inspection, there are multiple guards at the front of these households who are unconscious. As you walk through, just unconscious guards everywhere.
Are we like walking past some of them right now?
Yeah, like they're just like flat out on the ground.
Can I like test to see if like put my hand under their nose or something to see if they're breathing. Like, are they alive or are they just unconscious?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
18.
On an 18. It's funny because I asked for a medicine check, but really you are also calling on some of your knowledge of the arcane in making this call. You reach out and try to figure out what's going on with some of these guards, and the ones that are unconscious, Suma, you sense that they have been, one, they're not breathing, but two, they've also been magically knocked out.
Do I know? I mean, it immediately reminds me of feign death, but is there any other effect or cause I can think of arcane wise that would cause this?
I'm just gonna give you. I'm gonna give you this. You think on your feet. You think about what just happened, and you figure whatever just disabled Gawain, disabled these guards.
Okay.
But you also figure that whatever disabled Gawain only disabled him temporarily.
We should keep moving. I have a feeling they're not going to be standing around on the job for long.
Do you know what happened? Do you know why they're like this?
Neela, whatever magic you channeled to disable Gwen's spell, I think it was powerful enough that it knocked these folks out as
You
well.
see, she looks confused by that, and she says, "Okay, it doesn't make sense. I felt that energy. It wasn't being directed anywhere near these people."
If what you say is true and what I think is true, that the power you wielded was insanely massive, I have a feeling it couldn't really be pinpointed.
Or
She's not.
Oh, go on, sorry.
She's not trained in it's some sort of wild magic. I likely didn't have the amount of finesse
Or
with the amount of power. Could
I
have
don't.
done any amount of damage.
You know, I think it's possible that they're like underneath Gawain's power or something. So if Gawain's taken out, then they are freed from whatever this is.
That
could be
is
it.
a very good thought.
Do they
That is a
seem
very
undead?
good thought.
The bodies.
Yeah, I wonder that too. Now that you say that, is there any
I think
evidence
he
of that?
crashed. Or he's lagging or something.
No, so sad.
Well, that was crazy, right?
Is that in
It
character?
might just be the ones with the thing in their chest. All of them have that.
Oh, that's true. We should check.
Good
Oh,
question.
do we know to check for
Yeah.
that? Oh, that happened to us. Sorry, it wasn't the other party. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know that.
We have
That's
to
good.
learn about that
That's
later.
good.
Check if the boy is safe. Oh, Gino?
Almost. Uh-oh, I'm hosting the thing now.
Working on it.
Super sorry about the treehouse fiasco. God,
It had to happen.
I was really
Wonder what the
excited.
proportional amount of time for making the map versus the time we spent in it was.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
It
That
paid
hurt.
Oh,
I mean,
it's very
you
beautiful.
know, some things need to be made in order to be destroyed, right? So like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's just the
let's-
natural cycle of life.
It's not like we might come back there, you know? Maybe Gwaine lives there now, and that's where we have to face him.
So true.
Well, he doesn't live there anymore. I don't think. It doesn't seem livable.
Well, he might want to rebuild.
That's
you know, we
true.
don't know that much about Gawain.
Maybe if we
he
offer
seems like a
him help, he
wacky
would build.
guy. Yeah, yeah,
Weirdest
you
thing
know.
about him is his hair now. I'm just imagining it just like when you touch one of those little electro balls and your hair just goes like this.
Mhm.
Especially after Ruby.
You know, I am interested because so before when we found out that he went to Lucky and he was like, fucking around there and, somehow controlling the government, I thought maybe he just had some really good sway. But now it was very clear that he had like these red eyes and he looked evil. So like,
Yeah,
I think he probably was mind controlling them too. So maybe killing him will also free those
for
people.
sure.
I don't
No,
know,
that totally
guys.
makes sense.
Every
said.
single
Okay.
cult leader is charismatic, to be fair.
So true.
Could be both.
Hi, are you able
Yeah.
to hear me now? I
Yeah.
got this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hello,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Great. Sorry. Are we streaming?
What? Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
What? No, it's fine.
friends who are watching.
So, Alok and I are inspecting the bodies for evidence of either being undead and or having eyes carved into their chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You examine this body.
Yeah.
You turn him over, and you do see an eye carved into his chest, and you see that there's kind of like a light flickering inside of it.
If I go look at another random one, does it also have an eye? Similarly?
Yes, you examine it enough to form a pattern.
Okay.
Everybody who's
Alright,
knocked out has one of these eyes upon them. And I'm going to give you
Alok,
guys
you are on
this.
something.
I'm going to give you this knowledge as well. I will remind you, this happened a long time ago, so that in the battle at Blackstone Theater, there was a moment in which I believe Ruby hit like a ridiculous nat 20 check to commune with Priscilla in that moment, and the eyes of Priscilla essentially opened and looked at what was happening around each of them. You saw Madeline with one of them and Draga stealing one of the eyes, but you also saw through the one that the Red Wraith possesses. And you were watching like soldiers of Loki like bending the knee to him. You get the sense that like as you watch all this stuff, it's certainly, I think, have a clear picture of he is doing this process to people, either random, shipwreck survivors, the ships that he takes or whatever, and kind of like converting them into his soldiers essentially. And that when either because Gawain was disabled, they are, or whatever it is that happened disables everybody with a connection to him.
Is it possible to infer that everyone who has an eye and is controlled in this way is or was once dead, or is that not? Do we not know? if
That
that's
is
true?
not necessarily true.
Okay, just checking.
Not necessarily.
Didn't just kill
You
the
figure that killing them probably would result in them becoming an undead opponent, but that currently they might not already be dead. Some of them
Cool.
maybe, but not necessarily all of them.
I don't think this changes much though, Suma. I think our plan is probably still to kill Gawain, right? So
Oh yeah.
yeah, it doesn't really change
Oh
much,
yeah.
but it's good to
I mean,
know.
this is good to know, but right now,
Join
we
his
should-
cult.
I'm trucking.
What if we just carved it onto us really quick, just to test it?
You know,
Actually,
pretty bad
good
idea.
question.
But
So the carving on the people's body, is it like carved into their skin, like into their flesh?
Into their flesh, yes.
Okay. Suma, I don't know how magic runes and this stuff works, but what if you just like put like a little cut through that? What if you like, scratch through it on their skin? Would that like get rid of the magic? How does it work?
I have a feeling it would not matter that much for a powerful guy like the Red Wraith.
Yeah, okay.
But that's a test subject for another time, I suppose.
Yeah, it would be unfortunate for him if just in the middle of battle someone accidentally cut them on where they had that,
Right.
and
I
they
feel
just
like that's
suddenly were
pretty
gone.
flawed
Yeah, no.
of a system.
Right. We probably should go find the.
Considering I had to chop that other guy's whole head off to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're resilient.
Okay. Boy, where are you? Looking around.
Just looking around. Okay, cool. You guys move on the double after this preliminary investigation. You guys run in the direction of the canal. You're not far, and eventually, you come across the same canal, Alok, that you found him in, and you see the boy, Sela, down in the same spot in the canal. He is weeping, crying. There are 3 guards unconscious around him, and one holding him like by the scruff of his neck. Like you guys
Who
see
is still
this
conscious?
from a distance. Who is still conscious? Yes.
Oh shit.
The man is holding him, going, "What did you do? What did you do to them?" And the boy's just like, "I don't know." He's just like sputtering and crying. He barely lucid, barely able to understand what it is that even happened.
What were
I've
you?
tried this before, but there'd be like a way to like sneak up and try to just knock this guard out. I don't know how hard that would be. It's up to you if you wanna. How you wanna do it.
I am gonna no holds barred, everything out on the table. My disguised self, by the way, I assume is gone since it's probably been more than an hour. And in any case, I think I would have like dropped it in surprise at some point at all that was happening. So I'm me, and I am drawing my sword at him, and perhaps you may choose that moment to use me as a distraction.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just like run around to the side and try to sneak up on him, but you can do your thing first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like drawing my sword and being like, let him go.
Okay. Give me a second. We try something really quick. Sorry. Oh no, why is this incorrect? My Wi-Fi is still acting up a little bit. Do you mind if we take a short break right here?
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Big B.
Yeah. Usually I have to take it earlier in the session, but we'll take a quick 5-er right here because thing is going along with my Roll20. 1 second. Okay, it's fixed now.
Yay.
All right. So, I'll bring you guys over to a different map now. Alok, Suma, and Neela, you wander in and you see Sela kind of down here in this little canal, next to a knight, a soldier that is unaffected by what's going on. Suma, you draw your sword. How about let's have everybody just roll initiative right away.
Sima, calm down.
No, it's a baby.
We don't need any more murders.
I'm in murder mode right now.
Okay. The guard has this kid like lifted up into the air, like by the scruff of his shirt, like shaking him, like demanding to understand what is happening.
Okay, murder is fine.
Your
Yeah,
move, Suma.
so I am, in fact, I call out to the guard to let the boy go, and I am going to bonus action blade song and then just move forward as much as I can in that direction.
80 feet. All right. The knight is. This is certainly not a quiet movement from you, Suma. The knight kind of like.
No, and I'm definitely trying to get his attention to distract him.
Unhand that child!
Yes,
you see him
basically.
goes, what the hell is going on? He kind of like just. Not like too violently, but definitely like not gently, just drops the kid. Sela. Ow! And the knight is gonna draw out his heavy crossbow, and he's just going ahead and take some shots at you. He goes, "I know what the hell you think you're up to, but chum chum." Sends out two
Cowboy.
bolts. What are you doing here, partner? A 12, and
No.
he does not have advantage.
Nothing.
Immediately, I think you just like ting, ting, like parry them with your blade, knock them out of the way, and he goes, "The hell?" Alok, your move.
All right, am I still stealth, or do I to roll again going into this?
Go ahead and give me another roll, since I think you intentionally were going to be stealthy going into this, with Sumo charging ahead. Okay, yeah, do your thing.
Okay, so I will move up. Okay, I'll move up to there. Do I have a good line of sight from here, or?
I would say the tree is probably in your way where you are right there.
Okay, I will bonus action.
You have to be more on this side, like here-ish.
I'll bonus action dash all the way up to here.
Okay, cool.
And unfortunately, there's only enough room for one sheriff in this town. So I will pull out my bow and I will shoot back.
Okay, roll the hit.
Yeah. Really.
That's gonna do it. Okay, 23 damage to this guy. It chunks into his breastplate. Ah! He looks over at the direction it came from, sees you. He goes, 2 of them? Okay. Suma, your move.
Alright, let me see. I don't think I can quite get to him this round, so I Is it worth it? Yeah. I'm gonna use everything I got to run as much as I can, and then Misty Step right in front of him,
Okay.
and turn to Sela and just say, "Run, get out of here." And I'm gonna try to
Okay.
cover for him so that he can sort of scoot his way behind me, underneath me, and get out.
Okay. Do you have an air action still? You know you dashed, right?
That was everything I got.
Okay, got it. Okay. You know what? Sela's gonna roll a little initiative check.
Give Sela a knife.
Okay, he's gonna move before this night. Okay. He is going to run. He's just gonna take his full dash out, like elsewhere. He is out of here. Okay. It is the knight's turn. Caught between a rock and a hard place. He's gonna try to swing at Suma. Okay, misses both. I'm not even gonna bother. Okay. Alok, your move.
Yeah, I'll. Is this like a railing that I can hide behind, or is it like, is it tall? Is
It's
it...
like like waist height for you.
Okay. Maybe I can just. I don't know. Is he like down below and I'm up higher?
Yeah, you have the high ground right now.
Okay. So if I move back a little bit, would I be like just at the angle where you can't see him anymore, or? I just need to get like with the
we'll say
ledge
sure.
too.
I will say mostly it's because it's focused on Suma right now, but yes.
Okay. Actually, I forgot. I can just study it.
You
Sorry,
have-
it's been
yeah.
2 weeks.
True.
Which never hit it before. I don't know. Yeah, I'll study aim. And I'll just shoot at him.
Okay, that is going to hit.
Wow,
19
that is
damage.
Incredible damage.
Two very low rolls over here, but this guy still standing. Suma, it's your move.
Okay, bonus action Shadow Blade, and I assume it is at least dim light out here. in
Sure.
the evening
Yes.
light.
Yeah, it's evening now.
So I'm just gonna summon it and let her rip.
Okay.
It's not blessed.
That-
I will uncheck that and bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. You decimate him, slash him to pieces. He falls and collapses to the ground. He is out of commission.
Did you kill him or knock him unconscious?
I killed him.
Okay.
Yes,
I guess
sorry.
I'll see his soul. Well, actually, see close.
Yeah, you see, Alok, you watch his soul drift up.
Hold on. I don't remember the distance. It's within 30 feet. I don't think I'm within 30 feet.
Oh yeah, you are not within 30 feet.
No, so I cannot do it.
Okay. You know what, Alok? I'm going to say, and this is something I'm deciding right now. If you have a line of sight, you can do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
I'll take it because my whole build is ranged, so that would suck.
also just with the whole deal with your amulet, you know?
That's true. All right, then
Like
yeah.
yeah.
I'll snatch up the coin.
Okay.
Silk trinket. whatever it takes.
Yeah. It is shaped roughly like a closed fist. Like this strange like glass fist that is closed in on itself. Like on the surface of like the knuckles, there's these like heavy scarring across it, like kind of carved into the glass, and there is a roiling like gray flame inside of it. Suma, after completely ending this guy, you let out a breath. You turn over to Sela, who is cowering like behind a railing, like kind of still like watching what's going on, clearly extremely frightened.
Yeah, I dismiss all the shadow
It's not-
blades and everything.
Oh, careful, careful, careful.
Oh,
Because
unless something
after-
happens.
after your turn is finished, well, I mean,
I turn
would
around
you
and-
would you turn around and walk to Sela?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would turn over in his direction and yeah,
Yeah, you would just begin walking there.
intend to walk toward him. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure. I guess I have
But
40
you
feet
pro-
at the
Yeah.
moment. So I just walk up to him and I just sort of like in a very non-hostile stance towards him, and I say, "Are you okay?"
I'm okay. You
Are
see, he
you
looks down at
Sela?
his hands. He says, "Something really weird happened."
I like sort of kneel down to his level. What can you tell me about what happened?
I don't know. I heard this girl's voice in my head, and all of a sudden, like there was just something big happening inside of me, and it really hurt. And he holds up his hands, and they are like badly burnt. And then all the men collapsed.
Yeah. Well, Sela, right, is your name?
Yeah.
I'm friends with your sister. She's here. Would you like to see her?
Yeah, I would.
Come on, darling. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? You did a really good job. Let's go find Neela, okay?
Okay. As you say that, Suma, on initiative count 20, you watch as a bright flash of light from the sky. You whip your head. Whatever's happening to Gawain is happening again now, although with greatly diminished strength than it was before. And you watch as the three unconscious soldiers that were on the ground around Sela begin to rise up. Their eyes are blood red, and they will also roll initiative as they join the fight. Okay. One of them is gonna get to move before Alok can respond to this. Which one? This one. Excellent. Can't actually get to you right now, so is actually just going to take his movement like closer to you, and he is going to fire his heavy crossbow. He draws his crossbow. It is wreathed in red mist, and he is gonna fire that bad boy at you. Let's see. Misses, I think.
No. Yes, misses. Also miss.
Both misses. Okay. And so now, Alok, you were gonna get to do something here.
All right. Alok will just steady aim. Yeah.
Okay. We're trying to pick off.
Makes most sense. I'll shoot at the one that just ran up to
Okay.
Suma. I think that makes most sense.
Hits.
There you go. Wow. Holy shit. That was almost
Wow.
max. That was one off.
Jesus.
Wow.
Almost completely decimates this guy in one blow. He stumbles backwards. You see Sela, his head whips around to see where that came from, spots you over the railing, having just released the bow. You see him go, Skyman!
Give like a goofy little thumbs up and dumb smile.
My favorite superhero.
And
He's
this
pretty
guy's
awesome.
gonna get a go. Well, he's gonna have to go this way. Oh, this guy can get to melee with Suma. This guy will also come up here and fire two. So we're gonna get two great sword attacks and then two bolts.
Okay.
Yeah. But honestly, what are the odds of anybody hitting you? Mm-hmm.
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 A 0.
Misses. Okay. Suma, back to you.
Okay, is that wise? No, it is not. But I'm doing it anyway. Oh no, I'm actually not. I'm gonna keep myself between this guy and the boy. So 2 shadow blades in his direction. 1 and then 2.
The first one ting, misses, but the second one lands true. Shadowblade cuts into him.
And yeah, I'm standing my ground here.
Okay. This guy who got
Oh,
hit
and can I
before-
say something to Sela while
Yeah,
I'm here? Can I just
absolutely.
direct him? Neela's just across the bridge. Go to her
Okay.
at the intersection.
He's gonna take his full dash out of here towards Neela, who's actually kind of probably run up to see what's going on. Okay. This guy comes into flanking with you. You're gonna take 2 more attacks. At advantage. Sorry, so that's the first one at advantage. Okay, I think a 20 still doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Okay, got it. Alok. Free firing.
Let's see. Man. I don't want to waste any damage, but that's fine. Well, actually, Alec wouldn't want to kill, so he'll shoot the one on the right here.
Okay. $19 does hit, but just barely. 26 damage to this guy. Jesus. Okay. Whittling these guys down extremely well. These guys have over 50 HP, but taking chunks out of them fairly easily. Okay. Suma's just gonna get boxed in here. 4 great sword attacks. 2 of them at advantage. A 21 doesn't even hit, right?
A 21.
Oh.
That one does.
I will shield the 21, and thus none of them will hit.
But the nat 20 hits regardless.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll do it anyway, though, just in case.
Yeah. It probably makes a difference here.
Yeah.
26 damage.
26?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yep, shielding the first one was definitely helpful.
Shooting first one probably. Let's see how much it would have done. Yeah.
Enough.
Oh wait.
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
I'd
that
be
was another
down if
crit.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Sitting
Okay.
pretty at 9. Okay.
Okay. That's them. Suma, your move. Flanked on all sides.
Ow.
Except one.
Okay. First of my attacks is gonna go to this one on my right.
Okay. One of them was gonna crit at some point. It's the only way I can hit you with like
That's fair.
not boss characters.
Yeah. Okay. Here goes 1.
Okay, the
Right back at you,
revenge
buddy.
crit. The revenge crit knocks him out completely.
Yeah, how does it feel?
How does it feel? Yeah, what do you do? What move? What cool ass move do you do?
I'm not even looking at him. I do it like sort of under the arm, like as I'm turning around to face the other one.
Okay, excellent.
True Avengers style. And then on that one on my left that is already damaged, I will do the second attack.
Okay, 19. Ooh, but they do have their reaction available. So I haven't used this yet, but they're gonna get to use this. They parry that attack, adding 2 to their AC, bumping them up to 20, and so that one remains standing, raising the stakes a little bit here.
Riposte.
Riposte, a quick riposte. I believe you still have your bonus action.
I do have my bonus action, which I will use to Misty Step.
Okay, excellent.
which direction shall I go? I guess this way.
Oh, okay. Luring them away. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
That was Suma's turn. Okay. This. Oh, you also have your movement.
Oh, I do. You're so right. So I'll go even further away because get away from me.
Okay. You gotta take cover like behind the house, kind of like make them have to chase you.
Is this a house or is it like a gazebo-y thing?
It's like a house. So you would kind of be more up, like along the walls.
Oh, I guess. Well, here, let me. What was that? 40 feet? Maybe I would have gone instead, like down this direction.
Okay.
Down here.
Cool.
So I guess let's see, 30 for the Misty Step, and then 30 plus 40 is what, 70? So I'd be on this
Okay.
ledge here.
Excellent. Then these guys are going to come up to this guy. Yeah, that's the one. And I'm gonna take some shots at you with this crossbow. Oh.
The 21 will hit.
Okay. You have your shield again.
I don't because I don't have any more spell slots.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
Wait.
Okay.
What?
0 spell slots right now. Are you guys?
Oh my god. Oh, we gotta fight Gawain?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Then the first one hits and does
Oh, wow.
7 damage to Suma. But doesn't quite do the trick, and the 20 misses.
Holy shit. That's not good.
Okay.
Hey, just checking in, Suma. How's it going?
That is a giga low roll, by the way. Okay. Alok, your move.
Yeah, it is my move. Oh god.
Also, Alok, you had whales before.
Yeah, I know. I realized it after, but I didn't
Okay.
say it. Forgot. This time, but even if I do, it doesn't really fix the problem. Oh man. Hold on. Something. This is important. 60 feet. Oh, I didn't mean to click it, but there. I might be using that in a second. I can check. Okay. What does it look like Suma's like looking to do? Suma like looking to run.
Suma's
or-
looking fucked up.
Yeah.
Which you're used to seeing Suma being fucked up, and doesn't have the helm anymore.
Right.
Yes,
Man.
It's my problem.
How does this help here? Like, I can get rid of their line of sight of you, but they can.
Or you could like make another me or another like person like so that they try to attack that instead of me.
It wouldn't make me.
I mean, you
noise.
can heal Suma, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll heal you. I'll just quickly do that.
He gets over there.
I mean, I can like make it look good while it comes out of the ground, so they like think they can't get to you. But I don't. Like then they just run around the building. It doesn't really do a ton.
Whoa,
Like
what if I
this.
did use my earring with Gallet? That'd be
Yeah.
fucked up.
I feel like there's nothing we can do as long as you can't heal. So I'm just gonna do damage because no matter what, we're still
Yeah.
in a bad spot. So I'm gonna shoot this guy. He's not
Okay,
looking
cool.
great.
It's gonna hit.
Uh,
Just a sneak attack damage would have done it there.
and I'll
He
wills the grave.
goes
to the other guy.
down. Wills the grave. The other guy was in range.
It is 9 damage.
Extra 9 damage to this guy. Excellent. Cool.
That's it.
He. Ooh, psychic screech in his ear.
Ooh!
This guy. Ow!
Ooh.
Ow! Okay, this guy's gonna take some shots at Sumo. They have a
Meow.
+5 to hit with his crossbow. They have 2 tries. And they need to roll at least a 16 to knock you down. Okay. Ooh, misses on both bolts. In the background, these two are getting closer. Suma, your move.
Yeah.
You got this.
Question. Fuck,
Hmm.
he's ever just so
Answer.
slightly too far away. This is unfortunate for me. Well, or not. I'm not sure. Checking my inventory.
Tag Galadin. Put him in the middle of this.
It's not a bad idea.
I like that idea from Viv. That's a spicy idea.
That is a spicy idea. I'm gonna get closer. Oh, this is stupid. I'm gonna start rolling back in, and I can't quite get to him, so I'm using my action to dodge.
Okay. Alok, you are lined up for another hit.
Yep. And I am going to attempt just that. Almost.
Okay.
Wow.
26 damage. This guy is still up for another turn. But he is only at 17 health left.
Let's go dodge tank. Let's
Okay.
go.
I hope
Let's-
we're
has disadvantage on this. So we'll see. I might take another crit. First one.
so sad. Okay, well, I'm unconscious, I see.
Well, Suma, you watch
You want to
this.
swap?
You watch this sword come down. You know you can't dodge it.
Yeah.
You can swap if you want to.
You know, it's so nice to finally get away from Gwaine.
I would,
scary.
This
It's
will
a
hit Gala.
it's a good idea, but Suma wouldn't want to leave the kids, so he does.
Because you
not.
can't always teleport back afterwards. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing.
That's
it out
just
there.
his. That's just his in the moment. That's
Okay. Then Suma, you are dropped.
I mean, you're also leaving the kids right now with Alok. That's
I think
probably
you're just
worse.
gonna take them and cart them off and leave me behind.
And that was his first attack.
Oh.
The dodge action goes away, I'm assuming, once you're
Oh
unconscious.
yeah, I mean I can't dodge if I'm dead.
You fall prone. Blade Song no longer active, so he's gonna take another attack at advantage on your downed body.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Whew. Does that hit your normal AC?
No, actually, it's 16.
I think
How
he's
do
still aiming for where you were, kind of mindlessly, and then swings and misses right over your head. Suma, you are knocked unconscious. Give me a death save.
Just get a 20 and
I
then just
will.
wake up and it's... Oh. Well, it's a really good thing he missed you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very good thing that he missed you. Alok, it's your move.
Don't
Right.
miss.
So... Well... This is quite the predicament, because even if I kill him, there's still a chance you die right after, because I can't get to you and heal you before you make another death save. So that's very
It's
unfortunate.
poetic. Let me die.
So...
This is so
yeah.
spicy.
Mhm.
You do whatever I like would
Mhm.
do.
This has got.
Well, I have to
hella
figure what I
spicy.
can do. 'Cause I don't have a lot. Action. I mean, I don't have any bonus action healing, so I don't see what I can do. I don't think there's a way for me to get you. I mean, I can't swim. There's gotta be something I can do. I'm a fucking rogue. God damn it. Oh
Run
man.
on water.
Yeah, maybe if I just quickly run
Yeah.
on water.
They ain't going to split the party anymore after this one.
What happened was we split the party with the two people who actively self-nerf.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man. I mean, like, what two spells did I do? I got invisibility. Oh, it sucks. I can dimension door to you, but that's an action, so I can't heal you with bonus action. So many magic items. None of them are helpful. At least not in this case. Oh, I think we're
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check or history check, I guess.
history.
Hey.
On a nat 20 history check, you know exactly where Suma keeps the healing dagger on his person.
It's out of charges.
Oh, it's out already.
Oh my
I mean, even
God.
then, I
You
still
know
wouldn't
the
be able
relic.
to use it because it's not a bonus action; it's an action, so I still couldn't do it.
Oh shit. Damn.
Wowzy. This is not good. Man, I don't have like. There's just no way for me to get to you.
Can you use the earring force?
Well, so I was wondering about that. Like, if I were to get over there, what would it take for me to take the earring, put it on? Well, yeah, just that, because then I can use my reaction to teleport. But like, what would it take just to do that?
To grab the earring, we'll say that's an object interaction. You can do that.
But then to put it on, what would that be? Or is that like the same thing?
I will say that will take your whole turn. You will not be able to attack
Well, no, that's fine. But would I be able to?
do anything else.
Okay, but I won't
You
be
could
able-
grab the earring and put it on.
I won't be able to use an action. Okay. That doesn't help.
It's a reaction to swap.
Well, yeah, but the only way I can get over there is by either using all my movement. I'd have to dimension door, which is an action. So if I don't have an action, then I can't do that.
Well, you could water walk.
Oh yeah, give me the ring.
If only you had that scarf that made you uber fast.
I unfortunately
I honestly
think.
have my ring because I have water walk the spell.
I think we have to roll
The
50-50.
management team should have been there. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Yo, I'm just a guy.
Yeah, I think we have to go for the 50-50. Hope to God. Whichever one we pray.
Oh boy.
To Terminus, to Sella, and fucking, I don't know what that's called.
The Red Ray.
Yeah, there's a pretty
Just
Red Ray.
everybody.
Because, like, I don't think there's anything I can
Yes.
do.
For it. I support you. I
We should-
believe in
We
you,
should
A.
stock up on some kind of, like, the healing dagger? What about a healing arrow for A-Lock, you know?
yeah, we should look into that.
Also, I should get my thing recharged. We've hardly had a
Oh
second
my
to think.
god, we need two, you need to pass 2 saves. That's,
I
Hey.
believe in Suma.
Yeah.
well, you know what,
There's
worst
a lot.
case, we teleport Ruby over here, she just revives you, so, fucking,
You do have diamonds, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's true.
that's the only way out of this. I think we just need to revive you. You are fucking dead.
I would say by now, I think Ruby and Gallet would have been able to meet up with each other.
Absolutely shocking that me and Ruby, like, got away from Gawain, and you guys just got mugged in an alley, and Suma might die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm looking through everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. I just can't do anything. So I'm just gonna attack. I'll use my bonus action. I'll pick the pop.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Uh,
Okay. You successfully take out the last knight. Suma, go ahead and roll me a death save.
I will. Okay.
Success. Okay.
I'm
okay.
hanging
Now,
in.
I need to get
Hanging
over
in.
there somehow. Okay.
Be creative.
Dimension Door's the fastest.
But it's an action, and then I can't heal.
Are you
Do
just
you have any
completely
heals
are you
on
completely
you?
unable to swim?
It would be half movement.
True.
So, like, it would be 10 to get here, and that's 35, so that'd be 70. So that'd be 85, and then 90. Like, yeah, with a full turn, I can't even get to him. So it's just as bad as Dimension Door.
Well, what about running jump?
That goes off of your strength, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, but it'd be better than nothing.
So we're not looking at too much there. I mean, either way, it's still my full turn to get over there, so it's still gonna be another roll. And Just hope.
Throw one of the children there.
Actually, wait, that might be something. Because then they can use their. Well, I don't know when they go on the initiative, but they'd be able to use their turn to use a potion. Do we know where they are on the initiative?
Sela is at an 18, so he would have actually
So
moved
that
before
wouldn't
you.
Okay, so that wouldn't help. What about? It needs to be
you want-
after me, if this to work. Fuck.
Nope.
You're slow.
That's unfortunate.
Wait, do you have a healing potion on you, Alok?
No.
Okay.
I
Does
use
Gallant
them.
have a healing potion?
I use them. The thing
Yeah.
is, I have an action to heal somebody. Like, I have a way to do it. I have my healing hands. Never mind. No, I don't. I used it already. Fuck. Either
You
way.
used it on me.
Oh, okay. Wait, I don't even have a way to fucking. I can only heal you with your own potion.
I also don't have any potions.
Gallant has a potion, but you could teleport and replace yourself with Gallant.
Well, but I couldn't do that on this turn, could I? Because I have to.
Well, how I would rule it is that you got over there,
Okay.
you take the earring, use your reaction to switch. Gallant rolls initiative. If his rolls a number that's under your initiative, he'd be able to instantly feed Suma a potion before
Okay.
Suma has to roll.
So I would be able to get the earring, put it on, and use it in one turn if I use my action to teleport over.
Yes.
Okay. Man, that's still just hoping that he rolls bad. Otherwise, it's just. I mean, either way,
Well,
we
but
need to
then
get
that's
over
2
here.
rolls.
I mean, you have a 14.
That's true,
Gallant
it
has
is true. It is 2.
not that high dex.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll go for it. I will action Dimension Door. Man, I was saving that for something later, but I'll use it now. I'll Dimension Door over. I'll
Okay.
take the
take
earring.
the
Don't
earrings.
worry.
I'll
Suma
quickly
has to
put it
save.
in, and I'll just say, Gallant, I'm about to teleport you over. You did a heal Suma,
Boom.
and then we just teleport. Oh, hey, Ruby.
Alok vanishes. You appear right next to Ruby, who looks like has like twigs and
Natural
shit in her hair
20!
from
Well,
falling.
oh, wait,
Oh
am
my
I still
God.
behind though?
It's not even higher. If it was higher
Yeah,
than Suma,
I
it would have been
can't-
fine.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know. Does
unlucky.
that even win?
That's unlucky. That's so
No, because
bad.
I think Suma crit the initiative roll too.
I did. I rolled a natural 20. Yes, I did.
Oh, so even at my best, I was never gonna beat
I
you.
mean, I mean, either way, it was an ability check.
I
so
was
that's not a big
really
deal.
quick at administering.
All right, Suma, just succeed again. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
it.
Suma, you get one more roll.
Yes.
All that worrying
Do it.
just for it to come to this. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
Wait,
That's dead.
Yeah, it's 10 or higher.
no, actually, I'm
Oh.
not sure why, but you have a +2 to your death save.
Is it
that
the ring
normal?
of protection or something? I don't know what.
That's strange. I don't
Yeah.
know why it would do that, but
You had +2 added your strength earlier too, so I figured you just had +2 at all your saves.
I must have some weird global modifier on. Well, it's incorrect. So it's an 8. So that's a failure.
Okay, so you're good.
What? Huh?
I'm
Huh?
dead.
Suma's
Gallic.
dead.
You arrive on scene, immediately look down at Suma, who is gone. It's your turn. It's your initiative. The
Oh.
earring is on you.
Alok, give the earring
Is
to
he better?
Ruby. No.
Oh. Uh-oh. I'll give it to Ruby.
You give the earring
Right.
to Ruby.
Just bring me right to the moment where Suma dies.
Ruby.
Thanks, man.
Teleport with Gallet, Ruby. You gotta heal. You gotta revive Sula. Suma died. Alok doesn't laugh, by the way.
Laughing in heaven or hell. I don't know.
Is Ruby here? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Sorry. I teleport to Suma.
Okay.
Wait, can you just teleport with Gallant? What's? Okay, never mind. We don't have time.
Hey, Gallet.
He's dead. I got nothing for dead people.
Oh, God.
Do you have a spell slot for this?
Oh God.
Wait a second to check.
Oh my god,
We didn't even think about that. Fuck. Surely our cleric saved a 3rd level spell slot for Revivify. I'm sure.
I do have a spell slot.
Okay.
I do have a spell slot,
Okay.
and I have Revivify.
What?
Wait, you
Do have.
Do or don't?
Okay.
Do
Okay,
okay.
I heard don't.
Okay,
I heard don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo! All right. So
I was scared.
truly, it is a procession of people standing over Suma's unconscious body. First it's Alok, and it becomes Gallet, and it becomes Ruby, like switching in place of each other. Ruby, you reach out your hands. You feel Priscilla's magic, the electricity surge through your body, and Suma, you gasp awake, ripped from the clutches of death just in time. The battle is over. Suma is alive, albeit at 1 hit point. And I think, as you look down at Suma Ruby and help him up, and as Alok and Gallet catch their breaths, you on the other side in the forest had already been making your way out. You guys both look up and you see the burning beacon of light that is Gawain fly across the sky, trailing red mist in his wake towards the palace, the Lai family estate. You keep on moving to reconvene and meet up again with your friends. And at that, I think that is where we're going to end our session. We had a really tight moment there. I will say that by the beginning of next session, you guys will all have met back up again at your designated meeting space. And thank you all for a lovely session where truly I was not trying to kill Suma there. It kind of just happened.
Yeah, no, that
that's-
was
it's a game, bro.
entirely unexpected.
Yeah.
That was.
It was literally just a natural 1 death save. It happens. It's wild.
Yep.
It's really, I really was like, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna hit him
Just
with
let-
these guys.
That's
But
my
then I
last-
Sorry I took
I
so
think
long.
the
by the way.
last thing, I just like sit up as see Ruby, and I'm like, I shouldn't have thrown away that fucking helm.
Ruby's
Yeah.
just like exasperated. She's like shaking, saying, "Why do you have to die so much?"
This is who I really am. That other me was not real. He was fake.
I think is this not Suma's first time dying?
This is my first time officially dying all the way. I've been down before this.
Yeah, I
I've
just mean like
never
officially died.
died.
Because I know
That's
the only,
clever.
yeah, everybody's died once a piece now, right? Except Ruby died twice.
No, okay, so I think that I was wrong when I said Ruby died, because I don't actually think Ruby died when we all did in the Underdark. I think
yeah. I think she
I
might not have
thought
died.
she did, but when I was rewatching
I thought she
it,
died
just-
against.
she did
what-
did die
Madeline?
there, yeah, she died.
She died against Madeline, but
Oh.
not against
Yeah.
the Umber Hulk and Estelle.
I had rewatched that and I realized that I was wrong, and she like lived on like 1 HP or something.
Wow. Everyone gets one.
A
Yep, everyone
tight
got
one. I just wanted to shout out, thank you guys for being patient when it was not your turn in narrative. I appreciate that. We split the party, but we are reconvening once again at the start of next session. You guys will
I
all be
love
together.
watching
This-
other people's turns.
This
It's
won't happen
really
next
fun.
time. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was
A
really
lock
hoping-
mentally
Next
is
time,
like never again.
split the party. Yeah, I am sorry, guys. I took so long on my turns because I was reading
No,
like
no, no,
a
I
million
totally-
things on my character sheet.
That
like,
that is
anything.
that thing in D&D where you're like, okay, I have to get this one outcome, and there's nothing that's put together that gets me
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I was like, let me read through my 20 abilities and my 10 magic items. Nope, nothing. All right.
It's a domino effect of like, you know, if at some point somebody else falls, we have no more crystals, I believe, or diamonds, right? I think those are the last
Yeah.
diamonds, or do we have more?
I have some in my pocket.
We really
Oh,
need
okay.
some healing potions. Also,
I,
just gonna throw
Dude.
it
Yeah,
out there.
I go through them so quick somehow. I think I'm like always healing people or something, like bringing them
Oh
back
yeah,
up.
I only had 2 diamonds, so
I have
Okay.
one Revivify diamond.
Okay, so we have one more. Okay.
And keep in mind, everyone, we all made an agreement, a pact, to not use my amulet to revive any of us. So, like, you know,
We
we're out of
did?
diamonds.
I think you made the decision. I don't know. If everyone-
I think some people said like, yeah, that's fine.
I think you asked everyone their like wishes or whatever.
I don't know if you
Like-
asked me. I'm
Well,
pretty sure
I
I
made
would
that
have been
decision.
rather.
That's
he
fine.
definitely asked Ruby. I remember that.
just,
Yeah.
I signed a DNR. Like, you know.
Well, I think I outright said to you all like,
Do
hey,
not
I'm
revivify.
not gonna use it on you, and you guys were like, well, okay. That's enough for me.
Well,
That's an
that's
agreement.
rough.
It was wild. That was my
Uh,
last 3rd level spell slot.
Oh.
Although, unfortunately,
That is
Shout out-
crazy.
Shout outs to Ruby, still holding on to that. That's the thing where like clerics have to hold on to specific things even in bad circumstances, and this is the one reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can still get mugged in an alley.
Could I ask, would Alok have used it if like Ruby was out?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I was just curious.
I mean,
That was
as much
even
as I
a
like
cool
to say
way
I
to
don't
go
want
out.
to, yeah.
All right, Simon lives another day.
It's
I
gonna be
mean-
really weird trying to get our help from Suli when we're like, yeah, Dad's dead, but where are his co-workers?
There's so many reasons to get him. It's like
I think that's great.
we're doing his character arc. Like we gotta find. I mean, I guess we could still find his daughter. I don't
And
know.
but in another way, it would have been so like poetic if like Suma dies and then his whole family dies, you know?
So, is
Hmm.
mind controlling them? Is that what you're saying?
Interesting.
Well, it
I'm
looks
like-
like the Lai family's about to die pretty bad.
Suma, you better keep Ruby and Gallet away from your parents, okay? They are effectively royalty right now, and those two have a bad track
We're
record.
coming! You
What
They
gotta get
betrayed
managed.
me. They betrayed me.
What if
so
reviving Suma-
whatever. I don't care about them anymore.
If I revive
Who
Suma
knows?
and it kills someone close to him and not close to me, what if it just killed his parents? And we
You
just
know,
got
that
there
would
like,
be...
oh.
That wouldn't be that bad.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Suma, what are
Killed
your
his
thoughts?
father, he doesn't like his father, killed his mother. The mother seems like she may have, like, ratted us out. That's what...
Or
That's
was
someone
mind
out in the
controlled,
picture.
and they were like,
Maybe she
Yeah.
didn't. Maybe she didn't.
we don't know.
I don't know.
If we just,
actually.
like,
I want to believe
If
she
we
didn't
get
do
rid of
that.
all of them, then we can rule out some things. That's all I'm saying.
It's so unlucky that Suma died. Like so many things needed to happen for that to happen that way, and they all have worked.
I really wanted to die. I
Wow.
thought it would have been really
It
funny.
was a really good character arc moment. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
totally.
But I appreciate that you guys like me enough to keep me around.
This time, I don't know. That was a lot of
I-
money.
That was
Yeah,
a
this-
diamond. We're gonna have
Alok
to
was
think
so
about it
stressed.
next time.
300 diamonds,
Yeah.
maybe, but 600. I don't know. You're pushing it now. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair. How much is a life worth? Hmm.
Ah,
500
This
diamonds.
rock's pretty shiny. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, well,
mm-hmm.
I said this was gonna be lighthearted, an arc, and I don't know that it is.
You did
and,
say that.
I
My
mean,
bad.
I don't know. I don't even know what you mean by lighthearted. Like, it's a D&D. It's almost never lighthearted. Right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know how it was supposed to be lighthearted with Gawain here, though.
yeah. Like, if we're
With
fighting,
Gawain here and children being, like, tested, that doesn't... I don't know if that's light.
it does feel a lot less depressing than the Underdark did, but it's still just.
Oh,
as
yeah,
That's
grinding.
true.
Yeah.
Less depressing, just
So-
more grim. Maybe.
It
Yeah.
would be a bit more grim if Suma died for real. I'll say that.
Well, he kind of did, but like, he didn't stay that way.
He got better.
Yeah, you got.
He was
Yeah.
only mostly dead.
Did I see anything in that brief
Wow.
6 seconds of death?
Anyone want to play cards?
Anything interesting?
You woke, you cannot open your eyes, and you just see Aramis at his desk going, "No, go back!" And then, not now.
Damn.
I'm doing something.
I was just trying to
here.
hang out.
I should have just taken Suma's soul as a soul trinket. That one is so funny.
Ooh,
Damn
yeah, that
it.
would have been funny.
Dude.
You may ask him one
So
question.
many opportunities.
Who was
So
your
many-
Well,
favorite?
I only have one hit point right now. So if you want to go back and just like
Ruby,
stab
bring me
it,
back.
then we can.
Wait. Can we maybe farm Suma coins? If we kill Suma, make a coin, and bring Suma back, how many can we get away with?
I think it literally captures his soul, so I
Yeah.
don't think you can revivify somebody
Ah.
who's
it's
been
definitely
soul
taking
trinketed.
soul. But
Darn
okay,
it.
but like, if we use the soul trinket, does it like just go back? Like, where does that go?
I think it goes to
Yeah.
the. I think if you broke the soul trinket within a minute, then you could revivify him. I
Okay,
think.
interesting.
What if
We
okay,
get nothing
what
out
if,
of this. We could just talk
What
to
if
Suma normally,
Alok
but
could duplicate it with a spell? Then it only broke one. Would that be copy Suma? Would that really be Suma?
You know, I don't think you can duplicate a soul.
yeah.
I think Suma's one of a kind.
You
So
can make
many-
a clone of me. I could make a clone of me.
Oh yeah,
It's a
soon.
wizard
There,
thing.
there might already be.
You could always,
Level like what?
you could always
7 or 8?
reanimate you.
So many times throughout that fight,
Reanimate.
I kept thinking like I should probably start moving in towards Suma just in case. Like even at the beginning when you got hit once, I was like maybe I should start going across the bridge, but I didn't want to lose the advantage. I was like, fuck.
To be fair, that like spot you were at looked so prime.
It was
Like
perfect for that
I
fight,
would have stayed there. It just seemed so. It was a shooting gallery essentially.
It was definitely just
Yeah.
a gamble on. Well, Suma. Well, I think if I knew you didn't have spell slots, I probably would have gone over. If I knew that you couldn't shield to live, because I was like, he never gets hit.
I wasn't expecting
His
that either,
life, yeah.
actually.
If I hadn't known that, I probably would have gone over there.
Yeah, I
Also-
think this is the first time like ever I've used every single spell slot that
Mhm.
I have.
Yeah, this is the second combat of the day.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh.
Liz, is this semi-accurate? Is this representative enough of what you were imagining? Yeah, yay or nay? Is this close enough?
What of the Isle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Isle is definitely like what I was imagining. The plot is zero like I was imagining. But,
Oh yeah, I just
but-
mean like looking at the map. I mean like.
but the map,
is this
yeah, this is the
graphically-
yeah,
okay.
good vibes, yeah, same.
Okay. I was
Yeah, the vibes
agonizing
are
over
correct.
I like the
Yeah,
redwood.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's good.
that. Okay, cool. I just wanted to paint a better image. So I have
Yeah,
this map.
visuals are.
Also, check out the treehouse. I put
Yeah,
so
I
much
think
effort into this
if I'd
fucking
ever
treehouse.
gotten to the treehouse, I would have been
Oh.
like, "Who the f- put windows on it?" 'Cause
Alok
I
never
don't
got to
think
see it.
they put windows, but that's
Okay.
cool.
Check out
That's
this
fucked up.
treehouse. You know how long? Okay, it took me to figure out how to make it look like this tree is coming out of a hole. Okay, that took a
Aw.
while.
It's very good.
Okay,
Oh, the
That's
ladder!
very good.
The ladder. That's
Mhm.
nice.
the ladder
Now-
even descends into the darkness. Okay,
What are the chances
Pretty
that
awesome.
like one of the gods that Alok's connected to, like whatever, gives him a vision of the treehouse so he can at least enjoy seeing it? Because like we hyped it up so much and he never got to see it. So, what are the chances
Honestly,
the god does that?
We can come back after the arc finishes and see what remains.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
the
be-
post-
that's gonna
the
be so much more
post-arc-
disappointing.
hangout
Yeah.
sesh will be at the treehouse. It
I'd
is
rather-
on fire though.
You guys can just lie to me and
Whenever
say
we
that it was
leave
fine.
an arc, we have a party. We just host the party
In the
at the
tree.
tree.
Everybody on your ship is
Oh,
just
no.
on. It's like sinking a
Yeah.
little bit. The branches are kind of breaking from everyone's weight.
That's actually a
The
good
tall
idea.
boy is there.
Just lie to me and say that
Maybe
you didn't burn
it's,
it down. It's fine.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
will-
it could be even cooler looking now because it's got that like split down the middle, that like lightning split down the middle. You know.
Yeah, and like there's no more glass.
It's got so much
Yeah, that's
character now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to add before next session is that something that's for sure happening next session is Tall Boy waking up. So that'll be interesting.
Oh,
Keep,
boy.
keep
knock
him
him back
silent,
out.
Ruby.
Just knock him out again
Wait,
immediately.
Oh wait,
He's
no.
not with him
that-
anymore.
Yeah, Alok, keep him silent. Stab him with your sword.
Yeah, who's carrying? Do you switch back, Ruby, so that it's Alok again?
I got him. I'll knock him out.
Because are the Lucky Lads gonna carry this Tall Boy?
Oh, this is gonna be a rough one for
Oh,
the
it
lock.
is.
that'd be
Triple Lucky
hilarious.
Lads.
We
Triple
don't have the
Lucky
cart.
Lads. That's true. You don't have the cart anymore.
We're gonna have to roll him down a hill. We
The
build up
idea of
speed.
making you guys carry it.
Well,
It's
Mark
just
hasn't
fun.
used both of her goes for the day, so she could probably go back one more time.
Do
Oh, that's right. I have
want
to
to?
mark off how much we all use.
Dudes.
Let's see. Ruby did one.
Yeah. Gallet did one.
Gala did one. I think I did one.
And you did one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the mental image of like Alok in front of
Popping
Suma.
out.
Fuck, position Gallet. Fuck, position.
That is really funny to think because it was all in the same spot too. Like we were just pooping out like within 18 seconds. Just
in
It
the
was
same
a-
spot.
Today's been wild for the kids, I'll say.
The kids are like, "What's the fuck happening now?"
it's gotta be the craziest thing for Gal because all he heard was, "Hey, Suma is dying." He teleported in front of him, and then Suma just died right there. He couldn't do anything about it.
Right in your arms.
It was a really rude punch in the gut, and like I can't do anything.
Alok
I
grabbed
rolled
the
a
earring.
nat 20. Yay!
Alok grabbed the earrings just so you had to watch Suma die.
I used my dimension door too, man.
The final breath.
And I was like, wait.
Gallet needed another
You
point.
gotta see this.
I mean,
Oh my
Gallet needed more.
the odds
things
for
to
working were
happen.
so good. He had to roll a 12 or lower on his
Yeah,
initiative, and it was
yeah.
fine. Or Suma just succeed the saving throw, and we're fine. But neither happened. Both were in our favor.
Hey,
I
why
can
don't
just imagine.
maybe we
What
should
if
use
Dallas?
portents a bit more?
I will say
I've
the
already
only
done.
reason Suma even went down is that I hit him with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not.
I rolled
I
like
was
an
really-
18 and a 17 or something.
I was like, nah, he's fine.
I was not expecting that.
And then that one death save, like man, that was it was a lot. A lot.
We're
a
gonna
lot
have
happened
we're
this
gonna have a
episode.
talk, Suma, later. We're gonna have a talk.
The dice tell the story.
Dice really do.
This is what I do. Sorry.
I don't know. I love it though. I love how dramatic.
It was very
Very
dramatic. This
It
arc
feels
has
so
been
weirdly.
this arc has been more dramatic more quickly this time. I think it's dramatic, but it's like way faster paced than Palea, which I think ultimately is what I was going for, is a faster pacing.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It's just here's the one place you don't have to go anywhere else.
That was
is this still
really
the
smart though for Suma to contact the wind people, because
Mhm.
I was thinking to myself, oh my god, what do we even do against this?
Mhm.
I had nothing.
Yeah.
I wonder what they are up to right now.
They're just hanging out.
They're probably sitting down like, oh Jesus, what was that? Ugh.
You know
Is
what I
this-
had
Yeah.
planned for this? I had planned for Gallup to be taken to the palace.
Oh,
Mm.
that would have been
Whoa.
fun.
It should
That
have
would've been
been
cool.
Gallup and Ruby, because I thought you guys would both go up and get tied down or otherwise incapacitated.
That would have been
Um,
fun.
And then so Suma and Alok would have to like do like a rescue mission, maybe with some of the other crew, and you guys would try to.
Cool. I
want
want to do that. Can we do an alt
Fun.
history?
Yeah, what if we like go back
Yeah.
and just do that?
Honestly,
what I-
that
that's what I
sounds
had
pretty
planned.
hype.
Rewind
But
Why did Gwen have to drop the ball? That sounded fun.
What if there's a second tree house and we go to that one? And then we're like,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, you hit a 22 Wisdom saving throw that I was not expecting you to hit. so-
I guess I'm rolling well for this session.
It's-
Good
it's a
and
bunch of-
bad.
You shouldn't have even had that saving throw, but because you remembered the earrings and then had that communication with Ruby to create a distraction, it gave you one more chance for a saving throw, which
Well,
allowed that to happen.
How high was the DC?
18.
If I can. Oh, okay. So I had bad but decent enough chances.
Yeah. Not impossible, but like, you know,
Hard, difficult.
yeah. And choosing to Dimension Door out of sight from him, which I don't know if it was like a conscious choice to avoid counterspell.
It was somewhat. I felt it was also just traumatic to fall down while screaming.
Was very funny.
I like to think that Gallet himself was like, "This would be really dramatic. I'm gonna do it this way, even though I don't have to." So
Yeah.
that's why he
Yeah.
actually did it in character. I love that.
But yeah, that's it. That's the sesh. Thanks for being here. Thanks for playing, and thanks for agreeing to all start a bit later. We
of
appreciate
course.
that,
It was fun.
No worries.
and I'll see you all
Happy
next
4th
time.
of July. That
Oh,
ended.
yeah.
Oh yeah, happy
Happy
4th of
belated 4th.
July.
Fireworks
Happy-
were loud.
Fireworks.
Oh, they were so loud.
They were very
Ye-
loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Alright.
to
See y'all
go.
next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.